play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take
What up,
I got
Nine?
no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
As the 9% and word would say, make a better you, a better us.
Give them what they ask for.
Who do you think you are? I'm the word. Boy, I'm the one who put in the work.
When I move, is it a quick rumble? I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
It's the word. You see the title we about to get into. But before we get into that, let me get it to the chat. Let me get it to the chat. The Guy family, what up though? I'm a new sub to you too. Appreciate you. I hope to catch one of your lives soon. Hope to catch one of your lives. Make sure you sub up. Appreciate you. My brother, Mr. 33, what it do with the business is. Appreciate you, fam. What up, man? Appreciate you. I don't know why I took my glasses off. But yeah, man, I'm back. Here for a good time, hopefully not a long time. But it's bring your own topic. But I just wanted to say this, man. Look, we only live once, right? That's the only opportunity we had to live this life. No matter if you believe in reincarnation or any of that, the reality is this life right here, right now, you only live. So I do something with it, right? This is what I used to always tell myself. Like, look, man. You only can do this right here one time. So make sure it counts. Do something with it. If that's just to have fun, enjoy family, learn lessons, to teach, the youth, whatever it is, whatever your desire. You don't have to be what the world or society thinks. Whatever, we all got our own lane. We all got our own calling. We all got our own mission, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure you're doing you. You know, uh, I was just thinking that, through the experiences I had for the last couple of days, just sitting back chilling with my babies, man. It's like I'm only gonna have this one time, right? So I gotta appreciate it. They only gonna be kids one time. I was just thinking about this, like, so let me enjoy them being kids. I had to grow up quick. I had to grow up fast, so I didn't really enjoy being a kid. You know, but they can, they can. So not only can they enjoy it, I can enjoy it too. Because I ain't gonna be one of the people. When my kids get older, I'm gonna be thankful. I ain't gonna be like, oh, I want another baby. No, I don't. I'm straight. I'm good. I experienced that already. I don't want no more babies, but I want them when I can just give them advice and they can go. Like, go, so, hey, here's the advice. Here's a couple dollars. Now go take over the world. I can't wait till I get to that point. I want to relive that point over and over again. But when they baby, I'm gonna admit my daughter, man, man, my daughter is, my kids are monsters. They freaks of nature, man. My daughter is 20 pounds smaller than my son. They're little thickums, but she solid and she proportionate. It's not like she don't look chubby. She just look like a 4-year-old, but she too. Who's bigger? When we went to my niece's birthday party, I'm looking at this little boy. This little boy, 4 years old. My daughter bigger than him, and I'm looking like, God damn, like they gonna be monsters. But my family are genetic freaks. I got a lot of. It's a, you got a couple. No, half my family is like genetic freak on my mom and dad's side. Half my family is literally like if someone isn't like physically have some type of dominance in a physical trait, then it's weird. It's weird to like so so my mom and my dad's side is like that. Like my cousin, uh, we call him Bounce, like 6'2". Like I've never seen like 260, like at 6'2", but he was huge. No, I think he was 6'3". He might have been like between 6'3", 6'4", but he was just a monster, and it was natural. It was like he did calisthenics, but only when he went to jail. Even before he went to jail, he was just naturally built. Like if you're looking for that Adonis frame, that was him. And it's like, bro, like if you actually work, we were just talking about potential over on sports chat, but I'm like, bro, if you actually worked out, and then when he started working out, he didn't really do weights. He only did calisthenics. He didn't really, but he was huge, bro. He was fucking huge. But yeah, the people who wasn't, we like, dang, you got the other genes. You ain't got grandma genes. You got the other genes. We used to tease, but yeah, um, yeah, we just talking. We just talking. Yeah, shout out to Jug. My bad, Jug. Forgot at the very tip top. Shout out to Jug too. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Yeah, but it is bringing on topic. I do believe the link is pinned. Feel free to hit it. Like I said, I'm here for a good time. Hopefully not a long time. I got some stuff to do in the morning. But yeah, we talk about anything, man. Man, look, I was having a conversation. I had a couple great conversations today. Actually, shout out to my brother, man. I was on the phone with my brother for about an hour and a half, rapping about life. And shout out to my mentor, man. I was talking to him, and he peek in and out, looking at what I'm doing on YouTube, and he was like, "You know what your problem is?" And I'm like, "What?" He was like, "That the problems that most people deal with." You don't, and you're not really interested in talking about that no more because you got a new set of problems. He was like, that's your problem. He said you got to cater not to everyone, but cater to your audience that you can resonate with, and that's true, man. Like a lot of these, like I was thinking when he said that to me, Bronze, what up, though, my brother? What up, Nine? Shout out to Bronze, appreciate you, Flat Power God. But when he said that, like this saying, like this popped in my head. I ain't gonna say it's saying anything, but this popped up in my head. Like I be when people say stuff, I'm weird, bro. Okay, I be having conversations with myself in the midst of having a conversation with other people. But when he said that, this is what I said to myself: is like it's not that I'm not trying to fight the system. I'm just quietly building my own, And my problem a lot of time with this um YouTube thing, like I'm a real I don't that's so cliche. Oh, I'm a real person. Yeah, we all real people, but like I'm in real life, I'm methodical, right? I come on here and talk about stuff that people can see, but it's a part of me, like if I it like my mindset, like if it's something against me, I don't tell what against me what I plan to do. I don't do that. That shit's stupid to me, right? So certain conversation on here, I see. This is the thing: a smart person can play a fool, but a fool can't be a smart person. Listen to what I'm saying. A smart person can play a fool, but a fool cannot be a smart person. Can only act. A fool can only act smart, can't be smart. So, like a lot of conversations, I think it's asinine to have online. Like if you creating, think about this, man. Think about this. If it's really a problem within the system, right? And we on here talking about it and we coming up with solutions, are we not giving our opposition the fucking playbook to go against everything we trying to do? Are we not giving them the heads up? Are we not giving them the strategy? Like, so it's like certain conversations on here, is to me is just asinine. So like when people, that's why I think more people come on here to complain than actually seek a solution. Because if you're really trying to change something and it's part of something, you can't do it in public, bro. It's never been done like that. It's never been done like that. It's just not. Like when people overthrow stuff, they don't talk about it right before they do it. Usually it's quiet and it's just some random ass day they decide to overthrow something. Like the people don't know when they go do it or how they go do it. That's the element of surprise. So there's a lot of people like you ain't gonna never really get shit done because you unraveling it before you can even thread it. That's just I don't know. I live in real life. That's how shit happens. Like when you work for a company and you about to unveil some new product that's supposed to be spectacular or game changing, you don't go around talking about shit before you ready to produce it, before you get the patent, before you get the name trademark. You don't do that shit. Because you giving the ops an opportunity to come take it, it's always gonna be somebody hating on you. That's why when I talk on here, I try to give people tools. Look, I know what the problem is, and this is the solution. That's why I use that term. I ain't fixing shit. I'm giving you a solution. And it's how you apply it. I ain't trying to fix nobody. If you broke, you broke. It's your job. It's your responsibility to fix yourself. But I can hand you the tools because that's what a lot of people don't have. They don't have the tools. They don't have the perception, the understanding, the wisdom. They don't have that. So if you give it to them, and if they use it correctly, then they can benefit. But you can't look, man. When you don't earn shit, you don't appreciate. It's not appreciated. Not appreciated. And if, when you don't earn shit, and people keep giving you stuff, you're gonna be dependent on them to continue to give you. So if you don't know how to fish on your own, and that's the only way to eat, and you just waiting all day for somebody to bring you a fish who know how to fish, you dependent. And at that point, they can do whatever. They can start charging you for the fish. Convenience, bro, equals dependency. When shit become convenient, you become dependent. Motherfuckers don't know how to grow fruit, vegetables. They don't know how to do none of that. 'Cause it's convenient to go to the store. People don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to skin nothing. They don't know how to fish. They don't know how to scale nothing because they can go to the store. You become dependent on that, and you be hopeful that the shit they giving you is correct because you depend on them to do. So now they can do whatever. They can price gouge. They can cut the quality of the product because you can't do it yourself. My brain work crazy, bro. I be wanting people around me who know how to. I used to think like I need to learn how to make toilet paper. Look, man, my brain funny, bro. I used to think like that. Like I need to know how to make toilet paper. Now I want people around me who know how to make it. I can't do everything, but I can put people around me who can do it. Okay, man. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. Man, I had so many good conversations, though. It's just real is life is life. No matter is what you're paying attention to. So anything that you pay attention to becomes part of your reality. So saying like this internet, like you can live through this shit, bro. You can live through the internet, man. And you can be something that you're not. You don't have the confidence to be in offline. I ain't even gonna say real life. Just offline, you can develop a confidence online to be a particular way, but offline, you ain't get that same confidence. That shit crazy to me. But that's people who consistently lie to themselves. If you lying to yourself, look, if you lie to somebody else, you might not be lying to yourself. But if you lying to yourself, you gonna lie to everybody else. That's just how it works. I know that shit sound crazy, but you can lie to other people and not lie to yourself. But if you lie to yourself, you definitely lying to other people. Rick, what up, though, sis? What up, nine? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, but that's what people do. They develop because, like I said, it's less um accountability online. There's less accountability. And a lot of people. That's why you don't see a lot of people. You don't see none of their private life or people they know in real life come online or fuck with them online because that's when people get exposed, man. You doing something that you don't normally do on here, and somebody say, "Oh, you gonna get exposed." But that's society now. I mean, that's what we do. I mean, most things in real life is fake, man, or artificial. I'm not gonna say fake. Down to the food. But how do you make artificial water, bro? That shit crazy. I mean, yeah, artificial water. Everything artificial, man. Everything, and that's normal. We conditioned to accept artificial shit. It ain't the real thing, but it's close enough. You know. So, if we accept all that shit, why you think we don't accept that? Dee 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 dee. That's the only person I'm gonna stop the show for that and command it. That's it. That's all I get my mom, my sister. Anyway, so yeah, we so conditioned to accepting artificial shit that we start accepting artificial ass people. As long as we entertain, we don't care if it's real or fake. As long as we entertain, that shit crazy. Not we, because I ain't like that. I don't fuck with too much artificial shit. I'm good. I am good. Yeah, but that's the new thing, bro. The fake shit. It's hit. It's in. That's why I be looking like, man, I know this is a long time ago, but like, y'all okay with Rick Ross being a CEO and never really did none of this stuff and rapping about it like he did it? Y'all okay with that? Like, oh, okay. Y'all weird. It's still good music. And then people start, this how you know when you, look, man, look, I'm gonna let y'all in my head a little bit. This is how you know when people are conditioned to something. Anything. This shit will apply. Look, this is an indicator. This is a sauce alert. I ain't hit the button in a while. Hold on. I don't even know if I still got it. I'm about to drop some sauce on y'all, man. Look, I'm gonna add y'all. I'm gonna turn y'all to some mentalists. Y'all gonna start calling shit out after I'm done. What is this? Is this it? Yep, hold on. Check this out. If you got your shit up loud, I think I got a copyright strike for that. I mean, a copyright thing for that last one. Anyway, so this is how you tell when people are conditioned or desensitized to something. When people see something fucked up and they find a way to justify it. That's how you know when people are conditioned or desensitized to something. When people justify bad shit, when they find a way to justify it, right? I heard a story. I ain't gonna say no names, but imagine this happen, right? Imagine your kid on a play date or whatever. They around some other kids from school or whatever, and one of the kids screamed in your kid's face. Yeah, they yelled in the kid's face, right? And then you look toward the parent, and the parent was like, "Oh my God, they only do that when they're around your kid." Right? That's justification of bad behavior, something bad, right? You can call a spade. Call it what it is. Baby, yeah, okay, look, kids do crazy shit all the time. They still in that process of learning. So yeah, there's a lot of correction that we gonna be consistently doing when we rearing children. So if they do something, okay, yeah, even if they bad, man, kids supposed to be bad. Okay, that's what I tell people. Kids supposed to write on walls, scream, jump, kick each other. They supposed to do all that. Cause they kids, they don't know no better. They learning, right? You got some bad as hell kids, then you got some bad kids. The only two kind of kids you got. They either bad as hell or they bad. The only two. A good kid, that's a sneaky kid. That's just you just don't know what the kid did yet. Okay, so I guess three kinds. Okay, but it's still bad as hell. Those kids classified as bad anyway. But what the mother did, right? She's justifying it by saying, well, actually, she justified it by victim blaming. But she's saying, oh, they only around your kid. Like, bro, your kid just yelled in my kid's face. It don't matter when they only do it. You need to correct the action. Let them know that's not okay when they do it. That's your job as an adult. Is to correct bad behavior, not justify the shit, not make it okay. But why is that? Because you know her kid's bad as hell. Not you looking for a reason to justify the bad behavior. It's always when justification of bad behavior a lot of times looks like giving excuses or shifting the blame. Two methods people do when they justify bad behavior. They either shift the blame or they make excuses. An explanation is a difference between an explanation and an excuse, right? Two different concepts. The concept is behind the intent. An explanation is just a reason why or understanding of what occurred. An excuse is shifting. Well, this only happened because of this. Well, if that didn't happen, well, this wouldn't happen. That's an excuse. I got in the car crash. Like, look, man, shit, my bad, bro. I wasn't paying attention. I hit your too. My bad. No matter what I was doing, I wasn't paying attention, and that's why I hit your shit. That's an explanation. An excuse would be like, oh, well, 911 was calling me back, and I looked down, and then you stopped the car. 911 was calling. People be saying some crazy shit. Anyway, peanut butter petty top, Commander. I ain't seen Commander in a couple of days. I ain't been on in a couple of days. I ain't even been on YouTube in a couple. Well, I'll be when I take some hiatuses, bro. I be having to push myself to come back on. Sometimes I get so like comfortable and relaxed in my routine. Like they say, 73, 76 days to change a habit. I only need 4 days. I need 4 days, and I can create a new habit. 4 days, but that's just my potential. You know, Brother Gary was talking about potential. But yeah, man, you only live once, right? So enjoy that shit. Get the most out of it. You know, the hardest thing that I found in life, honestly, this was the hardest thing, was accepting things. That was the hardest thing. Calling a spade a spade. That was the hardest thing in life I had to do, was to accept it. Accept things. Certain things don't feel good, don't taste good, so you don't really want it. You want to ignore, act like it didn't happen, act like it, or give a reason why it happened. Like I said, make excuses. Couldn't just say like, look, man, right now, because I often hear people say this, "Well, I'm a piece of shit." Like whatever we did yesterday was done. Only thing you can really do is learn from it, and if it was bad, not do it again. Learn from those mistakes you made. That's all you can do. I used to beat myself up, but that was a process I went through. Like I had to put things in place to make sure I didn't do certain things again. So it was a process of what up, nine? The commander, the minister of defense, the lady of the nine. What up?
What up, dude? What's up with
What
you,
up,
yo?
though?
Went
Chill,
MIA on
Mr.
us?
Mod in the building. Man, I was just telling Gary, I had an eventful, like, I was chilling with the fam, man, and
Chill, I
lost my
was doing the
space.
same thing. I was coming in and out of lives. Chill, chill.
You know what? I am, like, my wife was like, because I went to my niece's birthday party. She's like, you take any pictures? I am horrible at taking pictures. I just be in
See?
the moment.
Shit, it's nothing bad with just falling back. Social media in our lives. For real, for real.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's just, and then like, I don't know. I get annoyed. When I find myself being annoyed by stuff, then I kind of fall back from it.
Yeah,
And
it does.
then, and then I love talking to y'all, but then like, I got annoyed with, the situation with Dub, and it was like, yeah, like, I'm straight. I get annoyed
All right, look, listen,
because
man. I'm gonna make. Go ahead.
you said who?
No,
No,
go
what
ahead.
was you
Finish
gonna
your
say?
sentence. I was gonna say I'm gonna make your day, but finish your sentence.
No, like I was just talking to my brother about like addiction, and like if you ever really been to a AA meeting or been around addicts, it's two type of addicts: there's a
Mhm.
recovering addict and an active addict. So once an addict, always an addict. Either you recovering is a process that you do daily, And people often think so like drugs and stuff like that, but like I was addicted to violence. Like that shit sound crazy, right? But I was, and it's not that I was. It's like I am, and I used to put myself in positions to indulge, you know. And like I was talking to my brother today, and I was like, now I don't, but it's still something in you that it can be triggered, and when it happens, I'm more mature and developed now, so I can think before I act. So that's what keep me from making impulsive decisions or moves. But I be wanting to, especially when people give you a reason to. Then it's like justifiable. Like I was just talking about how people justify things. I used to put myself in position to justify whooping somebody ass. Like I know this person, a little, flaky, and they go do something, then that'll give me a reason, to hit them. I used to do crazy shit like that. That's a sign of an addict. But yeah, my bad.
Yeah, man, I think you got more than just two types of addicts, but you're right medically. You got, two types of addicts.
Oh, an addiction is just an impulsive behavior. I mean, it's just something that you can't really control. Like so, you can be addicted to anything can be classified as an addiction. Um, Even
Facts.
being around like people pleasing, that can be an addiction. Or people just, um, that's an addiction. People pleasing, people can be addicted to that. Listen, Ma, why you hate your show? Yes, who's back again.
Oh, don't be hating your
Commander's back.
show.
No, I was in there for a minute tonight. I couldn't take because my daughter like had my arm, and my daughter is so funny. She lay on my arm, and she want my other arm to be so she can stretch it. So she laying on one arm, so she got to have both of my hands. I'm looking like you get that from your mama. You just want all my attention.
That's how these kids is, yo. They be so tight and attached to us. But you was spitting some gems on that, John. I came up here to read a poem. And I was talking shit.
I'll do your thing. I'll do your thing. I'm about to yeah. I'm just no, do your thing. You already
What the?
know.
I was like, what happened to your mic, yo?
No, I'm adjusting it so I can walk around.
Oh, okay, okay. Just too much work to worry about everyone's feelings when they are trying to steal my hope at the same. Man, that's why you gotta ignore them trolls, yo. For real, for real.
There's too much work to worry about everyone's stuff. Yeah, you know what? Like I'm considerate of people, but they got to be considerate of me too. Like
Yep.
even the way I talk about stuff, man, it's like that's why I did. I don't know if you was here the other night, Mr. Mind, but we gonna do a fuck your feelings Friday. That's gonna be a new that's gonna be a new thing. Fuck your feelings Friday,
He said, "Fuck."
because I asked the question like, okay, when do you prioritize your feelings over other people? Us as content creators, yeah, we want to make everybody feel warm and welcome and all that. But at the same time, what about me? Like, are you like if I just feel like if your feelings matter, mine should too. So
That's
I can take yours into consideration if you can take mine. I don't do no type of hate on here. I don't, because that's me being considerate. I don't even if I don't believe in something somebody's saying. I don't take it away from them unless they try to weaponize it against me. Then it's different. But I done had all different types of religions come on here. We had deep conversations about what they believe in, and that's fine. Just don't weaponize it. Don't tell me I'm going to hell or I'm not living right or none of that because I don't believe in what you believe in. You come on here and talk about you believe in the Smurfs, and we have a deep conversation about it. I don't care. But that's this type of person I am. I respect you and I deserve the same. Don't tell me I'm doing something wrong or I'm leading people to hell. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? I don't even believe in hell. So what the fuck I'm leading somebody to hell for? Like, that shit don't rock with me, bro. And
People
I
be
ain't disrespectful. Yeah, they weird, bro.
they be tripping. Yeah, see these
People are smart and they know every. And that's the thing, man. Missing my. That's why I be falling back. Like even like man, I don't. I learned this about life. People only go accept what they want to. Like,
real
that's
shit.
it. Okay, I don't care if you got all facts in front of them or if you. They own people will only accept what they want to. So once I learned that, it's like I will have conversation. That's why I'll be trying to get in debates because you're right. People be thinking like even people said that about me. I think I know everything. No, I know a lot of shit. I know shit I don't even talk about. Do you know why? Because I know people can't fucking understand it. People won't comprehend it. You know, it's shit that people know that I don't fucking know all the time. You know, so I don't take, and it's certain things I know, like people take out of context. Like when I ask people, like, what's the level of education have you been? And that's not because to say you smart or dumb. I'm looking at the mechanic, how you
Mm,
get to certain things, right? Because most common, like school gives you discipline. So I can tell when someone is highly educated just about the path or the route they take to get somewhere versus someone who don't. I know a lot of smart people who never been to college. They fucking geniuses, but
facts.
it's the way they process things. You know what most geniuses do? Shut the fuck up and listen. You know what most geniuses do? They don't care if somebody else is right or wrong. They ain't trying to prove shit to nobody. You know why? Because when you know shit, you know it. When you know, you know. That's where that came from. It's like I know highly educated people, and there's different ways to gauge intellect, not just some book shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just that's not the only way to gauge someone's intellect, how smart or wise someone is. You know, it's different areas, the mechanical, even emotional, social, financial. There's different areas that people can be smart in. So I never, try to assault no one's intellect. But there are processes. You hear Speak Easy talk about laws of logic. Like people use the term logic all the time, but they don't know what it is. They can't define it.
Real shit. Frankie.
Frankie Blanco,
What up,
but
nines?
what
Oh,
up, man?
Commander. What
What
up,
up, riders?
Mm.
Word. Chat, chat, where you at?
man?
That's not where you at. I got the
I still
commander
don't
of the
know
general in
logic.
the building.
Wait, Commander
You
just
said what?
said she.
I threw logic out the window, picked it back up, dusted it off, put it on my chest, and I still don't know what it is.
I'm done with
But you know
Commander.
what?
I can't with her right now.
But see, this is what I tell people about. Like, this is what I think it'll probably be a perfect example of what Miss Ahmad is talking about. Because even I know what logic is. I know the laws of logic. Not only three is actually four, depending on how you apply them. Right? But guess what? I'm not one of the people who think logic rules everything. Those are people who know everything. There's things that throw logic, emotions throw logic out the window. The concept of emotion
Real
is
shit.
illogical. That shit is fucking illogical. Emotions will make the logic illogical. It's not logical to go to jail and be locked up for the rest of your life or nothing like that. Let somebody break your heart. All that shit go out the window. I ain't
Frankie
scared.
says it's
Oh,
common. It's like common sense. It's not common. That's what he said.
yeah,
Nah, it's
like,
not no
like
more.
that concept. But even that concept, like, uh, even that concept, common sense was like,
See where now you
common
got me
sense.
up here. Now I'm about to read two poems on your ass.
Oh no, go ahead, do your thing, man. Do your thing. I'm feeling, man. I can't kick
I'm
it with
still,
the people.
I'm still trying to figure out the name for the second. See, I was gonna read this one first, but see, you started talking all that. Now I'm gonna read this one. They taught us how to share everything except the pain.
Mm.
In a world of division, they showed us how to share, but the weight of our sorrows They never taught us to bear. We split our joys in laughter, but the pain remained untold. A burden we carry alone, a story left untold. They say love was easy to divide, but the heartache never subsides. We tried to split everything in two, but the pain lingered strong and true. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy pain. It lingers in the shadows, a darkness we can't explain. We're left with shattered pieces, trying to mend the lost. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy cost. We learn to divide our dreams and multiply our fears, but the ache in our hearts only grow with passing years. They gave us all the answers except for how to heal the scars that run so deep, wounds that time can't heal. Now we're apart trying to heal, but some wounds are so deep. My bad. But some wounds are too deep to conceal. They said splitting up would set us free, yet the pain lingers in you and me. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy pain. It lingers in the shadows, a darkness we can't explain. We're left with shattered pieces, trying to mend what's lost. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy cost. Shared our dreams, divided our fears, but the sorrow remained through the years. No matter how we tried to let go, the weight of our suffering continued to grow. Now we stand here, broken, search. My bad. Now we stand here broken, searching for some light, hoping for a way out of this never ending night. But through it all, we find strength in each other's embrace. Together we'll face tomorrow and find solace in this space. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy pain. It lingers in the shadows, a darkness we can't explain. We're left with shattered pieces, trying to mend what's lost. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy cost. In the land of lessons, my bad. In the land of lessons old and wise, they taught us to divide, to compromise. But the pain within, it refused to part, a burden shared in every heart. Through battles fought and victories won, the pain endured a relentless sun. Though kingdoms rose and empires fell, the unbroken sorrow we knew too well. In tales of love and loss untold, the unity of pain took hold, for in our hearts it found its home, never divided, never alone. They taught us to split everything apart, but the weight of sorrow stayed whole, a heavy art. No division could ease the ache we bore, a timeless bond that forevermore. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy pain. It lingers in the shadows, a darkness we can't explain. We're left with shattered pieces, trying to mend what's lost. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy cost.
Let me ask you, what inspired that? Like, what motivated you to
Uh, Listening to Ms. Yothos talking about the ancestors, going back, a lot of stuff.
write?
It goes deep. I'm working on another one that's like that one, but I got to put it together now because it's kind of like it's all my thoughts scattered in a few pages. So now I just gotta boom put it together.
I was gonna
Oh
ask
no,
who's they? Who's they in the poem?
They taught us whoever they are. Like I
They.
said, I was talking about the ancestors when I thought about this.
Oh, shout out to Goddess D in the chat. What up though,
gotta
Frankie,
be in the tech.
Diane, Bronze
Man,
fan?
Blessings,
gotta
blessings.
shout out to man. She was. I wanted to tap in. Gotta see at a live the other night, man. I wanted to tap in so bad, but these kids, the way my kids set up, bro, they think one thing too. I'm telling you, they wild, bro. They out of
You
control, bro. They my
gotta
baby.
love being a
That's
father,
all my
don't you? Though,
man. This is the greatest thing known to me. I mean, it's the
real
greatest
shit.
experience I've ever had in my life. I did a lot of fun things, but being a dad, man, just watching them. Like I be out in the backyard chilling for a minute. I come in the house, soon as my daughter hear me, she be like, "Daddy," and run and hug me, man. That's like I be feeling like Superman, bro. Like my kids love the shit out of me, bro. I love that shit. Like that shit you can't pay for. You can't buy that, man. You
Mm-mm.
gotta create it. That has to
Diane
be created.
Osborne is in the chat.
That's some real shit.
What up,
Osborne.
Blessings,
D?
Diane.
What up, D? Appreciate y'all. But yeah, Goddess D had a man, what was the name of the topic? I was like, oh, I want to tap in on that. I'm still trying to link up with Dr. D on conversation. So it's just, I
Teaching
know
the
my
people.
time.
Some people be bringing some good ass topics on this, John. Man, if we
I'm
start
only
focusing on,
full of, yeah, that's shit crazy.
real
This
shit.
shit weird, bro. I'm telling you, I feel like I be in a twilight zone sometimes. Because the shit that makes sense to me don't make sense to everybody else. And I'm like, but I always been like that.
Let me ask you a question. Did you understand the poem though?
Yeah, I did.
Because I'm like, wait, what made you ask me that? Like, obviously, I got inspired. I was talking about
I
the
felt the
answer.
same. I was gonna ask the same question. Word did.
But why? Why? Like, what made y'all ask that question?
Because it talks about pain and division and picking up the pieces and
Yeah, because listen, in reality, who told us that it's supposed to be 50-50? Who told us that everything is supposed to be like this? So in reality, it's like sometimes, like if you really look at it in the second poem, I go into it a little deeper on some real shit.
So like when you say 50-50, like I missed that live. I wanted to correct you, but like when
Huh?
you say 50, like when you say the 50-50 live, I missed it. But
Yeah,
like
I
when
mean,
you
I
say
go into a lot.
50-50,
Like for me, it's supposed to be
what
a
you
hundred,
mean
a
by that?
hundred. You give in. You're supposed to give
Yeah.
in yourself. You know, it's listen. Whether it's a relationship or your family, right? Like when it comes to your family, you give your all, right? When it comes to a relationship, you give your all. No matter the relationship, right? A bond between you and your brother or your siblings, your sisters, whatever you want to call it, right? You're supposed to give it all, right? But we live in a world where everything is divided. They taught us to share so many things, and this is not something that's new. It goes all the way back to our ancestors and probably further back if you look at the history book, right? So we're going by, you know, according to our facts, right? To the stories that we know and I'm the stories that I'm listening to. You see where I'm coming from? So they've taught us so much, but in reality, they never taught us to share our pain. That's something that, we hold in within. If men come and they speak their truth or they share, a burden they've been through, they get bashed. You see where I'm coming from? Some women don't get believed because it's, a believed all women type shit. This one gets believed and, because of this
or
one doing this
blame.
one dirty. Yeah, then this one doesn't get believed. You see where I'm coming from? I can go about this in so many ways. That's why it's easier to write it down.
Like I don't think I was ever taught 50-50, but the division
My whole
part, I
point.
think yes. Like
I wasn't even
Yeah, I
taught how to
wasn't talking.
divide. I wasn't taught that. So
I
it's
was
kind of
taught
like
like
the morals that were instilled in me are the complete opposite of what I've seen. Point blank, period. They say it's supposed to be like this, but in reality, what they say is like this.
some of us carried like more of a load than others in my family.
Mm,
I know when it came to food, right? When you serve yourself food, you always just serve yourself like what you're gonna eat, no more, and make sure you're looking at what you're serving because you want to make sure there's enough for everyone. Like if you're one of the first people to serve yourself, then if you're more hungry and there's leftovers, yeah, get seconds, that type of thing. But the division, I feel like the world teaches us division.
mm-hmm.
Like when you're in school,
Real shit. That's why, like, if you listen to this one I was going to name it The System versus Us, but then I looked at my poems and I'm like, I already got The System versus Us. So I got to figure this one out.
well, and I was telling my
Part
husband
two.
they, and then I
Huh?
stopped myself. Sorry, word was. Did she say something?
Oh no, I was just saying part three. No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Build on what you
Like
were saying. 'Cause
they doing this. They like who's they? The government? Who's they? And then I stopped myself and said, well, they is us, the people. Like we're gonna self destruct humanity ourselves. Like
mm-hmm.
one way or another, whether because we're allowing for things to affect
Commander.
us and guide us
Yep.
and like manipulate us. That's one
Commander
way.
understood the assignment.
Yeah,
Oh, shit. Okay. She
it's
understood the
us, the
poem.
people.
It's like this one. Watch. I'm about to read it. It doesn't have a name. All right. We living in a world where the rules don't apply. They say we gotta follow, but we're ready to fly. System got us boxed in, trying to keep us small, but we rise like the phoenix. We ain't scared to brawl. They feeding us lies, but we see through the smoke. We're the voice of the people. We're ready to provoke. They want us to divide, but we're stronger as one. Breaking chains, taking names, yeah, we getting it done. It's us versus the system. We're breaking the mold. Fist in the air, yeah, we're taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise, let them know we're here. That's supposed to say riders, but I'm not doing that shit. I was just having fun with this poem. All right, guys, chill. In a world where in a world where rules, my bad. In a world where rules are set in stone, the system's grip tightens. We're not alone. bound by chains of unjust decree. Against the odds we fight to be free. Mighty forces try to keep us down, but our spirits rise, refusing to drown. Defying norms, breaking through the mold. In this battle of wills, our story is told. As the clash continues, day by day, we stand united, come what may. For in this world, what rules don't apply, our strength and unity will never die. So here's to the truth. Let's rewrite the script. Share the weight of the world. Let's not let it slip. Together we'll rise through laughter and tears. In sharing our stories, we'll conquer our fears. No more hiding the pain. Let's break the chains. In this rhythm of life, let's embrace all of our veins. It's us versus the system. We're breaking the mold. Fist in the air, yeah, we're taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise. Let them know we're here. They're building walls, but we're digging tunnels. With every step we take, we're shaking the bundles. From the streets to the courts, we're raising our voice. In a world of noise, we're making the choice. They want to keep us blind, but we're seeing the light. Knowledge is power, and we're ready to fight. From corners of the city to the halls of the state, we're the heart of, oh, my bad, we're the heartbeat of the struggle. We can't afford to wait. So let's break the silence. Let's tear down walls. Open up the dialogue. Let's open up the dialogue. Let the truth spill and fall. No more hiding the hurt, no more playing pretend. It's time to share the struggle. Let the healing begin. We're stronger together. Let's lift each other high. In a world full of pain, we can learn to fly. It's us versus the system. We're breaking the mold. Fist in the air, yeah, we're taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise. Let them know we're here. I was gonna go a little longer, but I stopped it right there.
Okay.
Let
Let
me
them
It's
ask
know
kind of
you
we're
a
like
here.
question.
you gotta realize
So let,
everything I've talked about, all these topics I bring. If y'all really, really do watch me, y'all will see why I am coming up with this new poetry the way I am coming up with it. You see where I'm coming from?
let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
Well, I want to make a statement. I want to
Oh,
tell you something. It's not even
ooh,
a
toma,
question.
toma.
Right. But you know, part of the system is for you to defy the system. You know,
We
that's
broke
it.
that shit down. Listen, Gary
Yeah,
was
it's
there. We've been breaking that shit
manipulation. Yeah.
down. We've
Now
been breaking
listen,
this shit down.
listen to, listen to what I'm telling you, man. Part of the system is for you to try to defy the system. That's part of it.
Mhm.
That's how they keep you in the system.
Facts.
Yeah.
You trying to fix something that ain't broke. That's why I be trying to say
That's why I
stuff
said I ain't fixing
subtly,
shit.
and
There
people
ain't no
don't.
fixing.
It's not even. It's not broken. You know, it's
I've
just
been
not
saying
working
that.
for you. You
Let
just
me ask
not
you a
the part
question.
that it worked for.
Since you've
Right?
been
That's
watching
what.
me, right? How many times have I said the system is not broken? But I do feel as though that the people within the system is corrupt, which is making us look at the system like it's broken. You see where I'm coming from? See, I may have my way of putting it, but at the end of the day, it makes sense. You see where I'm coming from? I don't know if it's the same way a lot of people see it, but it's the same thing you're saying. And I've been saying this for the past how long? It's been what, 6, 7 years? I've been on fucking social media speaking up, being a voice of not just my community, but for the kids and women that go through abuse. So it's kind of like, I get where everybody's coming from, but I still got to be positive at the end of the day. I'm not going to stop being consistent. You see where I'm coming from? Speaking the message and showing how we can be positive at the end. Like, we got the message. We know what the fuck to do. That's why I put the poetry the way that I put it. Like sometimes, man, I look at people and I be looking at people like I just wonder. I be in a whole fucking maze trying to figure out like what the fuck is wrong with y'all. We know what to do, but y'all
Well,
too
the
busy waiting for us
system
to
is the
do that.
people, right? The system is the people in charge, but also the system is us too.
No, system ain't
We're all
changed.
part of it.
What defines a system?
System
What
is the
consists of a
framework.
system?
The system
Word.
is
I
the
mean, not word.
framework that
Commander,
Like
because I know word
everything
knows
that,
it.
like the system. Well, when I think of the system, I think of like government, law, that type of thing. So then that's why I say all the people in charge are the system, but we're part of the system too.
Yes.
that's now listen to this. You are occupants within the system.
Mhm. We're
System is the
workers
framework that
within the
everything
system.
functions under. That's the system is the framework that everything functions off of.
Mhm.
So I mean, if you ain't benefiting from the system, that's because you ain't in position. You ain't one of the pieces that's supposed to be beneficial. That's just, I mean, that's just what it is. So at the end of the day, instead of trying to fix something, that's why I tell people create your own, bro. You can't
Oh
do it
my.
by yourself because systems have parts. So you have to get together with other people, but you know what's wrong. So you know how, so you can try the opposite of that. but people be too afraid. You know, if you man, you tear this system down, the world will fall apart, bro. It's built. This world, the society that we live in is built upon this system.
Mhm.
So if you take it away, then you have nothing. So
Exactly.
before you remove anything, you have to replace it with something. So
Yep.
I'm telling people, create your own. That's why I was just talking to one of my mentors, and I'm like, he was like, you just don't be interested. Like, I don't have the same problems that common people have. I got a different set of problems. You know, my problems are different. You know, a lot of
Very
stuff
funny.
that common people or the average person suffer from, I didn't overcame it already. Now I'm on another new level, new devil. But that's how it works. Now
Mhm.
I'm somewhere else, and there's people above me who they ain't got the same problems as me. So the shit that I suffer from, they ain't worry about that shit. They got other words. So like that day, Melanie was like, "This shit." I'm like, "Bro, I'm focusing on what I need to do. I'm in this realm right here. There's other people in this realm. Now I can keep going back and helping people, but then I'm not gonna get further. That's just how life works.
Real
So
shit.
Yeah,
once
she
you
wants to focus on, or she wants you to focus on what she wants to focus on, or what
Who?
she thinks is
hmm
um, Melanie.
Who's Mullen?
but
Wait,
then
what?
even
I'm confused.
Cosmic
Doug,
Fox. She comes on
Wait,
here
how'd I
every
get in
Sunday.
here?
you
I
know,
was like, wait. I just got
but even
confused. Where it
Dubs
was
was
talking
like
about.
that. You know, even Dubs
You
was
weren't here
talking
for
about
that,
it.
writers.
I'm confused right now. Wait, what
No,
happened? This one
everybody
from the
gonna have
system to Melanie Fox?
no,
Because she
everybody
was
gonna have their
talking
own.
about.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go
Y'all
ahead,
threw
word.
me off real bad. I'm sorry. Like I didn't mean to react like that. I was like, wait, what? Like y'all completely threw me off. Like, wait, I was like listening to word and writing down as he's talking, but I wrote Melanie down. Like, what does Melanie got to do with what
She
Word
was
said?
she was in here one live on the panel talking to Word, and she likes to talk about like systemic racism and systemic things like that.
Yeah.
And then like she was trying to tell Word how like he could make a difference with his channel on a certain topic that's not Word's. What would you say, Word? It's not his focus. Sure, he could do something. Obviously, we all can do something for everything, but
Mhm.
there's different groups for different things, right? Like there's people that focus on like trees or animals,
The
whatever. You
the
know, like
the ecosystem. She
there's
just
some
walked.
people that
She
fight
walked the
for the polar bears. We're not all fighting for the polar bears. Like
ecosystem.
sure, I could do something to contribute
Word.
to someone's
When I
cause that
asked her what consists of the system earlier, she forgot to bring in the ecosystem.
well,
I'm
we're
sorry.
messing up the ecosystem. That's what I'm saying. We're self-destructing. We're self-destructing. Is that part of the plan? I don't know. I
Yeah,
always thought that's part of the plan.
Yeah,
Like this world is going to end. So there's not really much that I could do or we
no,
all could do because
it
what's
ain't.
going to be is going to be.
Exactly.
All I can do is try to like me, my family, my
take
surroundings,
five.
live my
Whatever
best
will
life,
be, will be.
whatever that is
Just
for
keep
me, right? We
moving.
all have a different version of what we think is best or successful in our own lives. Like what
My,
makes us happy and content.
my thing is, why can't we just live, love, and laugh? That's it. Like, let's just be happy. I mean,
That's what
we
I
know
do,
the
man.
world consists of yin and yang, but shit, don't bring your fucking madness to my peace.
But that's your responsibility is to protect
Yeah,
your own peace.
facts.
You know, like man, look, I tell people whatever, bro. You have to participate. You have to accept things
Hmm.
for it to really affect you. It's some shit like it's days I'm having a good day. I don't care who say what. I don't care. My day is good. I'm not gonna let nothing affect that. But if I'm having one of them pippy days, oh, I'm ready to snap. I need this energy out of
I
me, you
get
know. And you giving me a reason to,
that
you
real
know,
shit.
that's just how it is, bro.
You gotta take the toxicity out your life. That's why when a lot of people talk to me, they want to lie. You can't be cutting your family off. Listen, motherfucker,
Off of
I cut the
temporary feelings.
toxic shit off of my.
Mm.
I cut the toxic shit out of my life. So at the end of the day, so I could have some peace. And that's what I've been having at the end of the day. Like that was my biggest issue is always being there for somebody, whether it's my family or somebody that I grew up with. So those was my issues. That's what was holding me back. I had to stop it. I was the one that had to put a stop to it. Nobody else could do it but me. So if I had to cut them off forever, at the end of the day, that's what I had to do. Did it hurt me? No, because I don't fucking know them. So
Man, shout out to my little bro. I was telling
you
him
should not
today,
make
like,
permanent decisions off
I was
temporary.
telling him the process of
Real
me
shit.
changing. I was like, when I got out the hood, I was still coming into the hood. So even though I was living somewhere else, I was still applying that mindset. I was putting myself in an environment where, like, like, when I was in the hood and I was trying to change, be a better person, that environment,
Made it hard.
it feeds off of things like that.
Mm,
So I wasn't, I wasn't thriving in that environment with that mentality. But when I moved away and I got in a new environment that I could thrive with that mentality, then I
that
began to flourish. So you can grow a rose in the midst of some shit, but how just because it grow don't mean it's going to continue to blossom.
real shit.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then that shit might take over and eat the rose up. It's osmosis. I was explaining, life to my brother, like, 'cause he understand osmosis. But what's ever more dominant will always take face up.
Facts.
Like if you put a strawberry in water, there's water in the strawberry. So now by putting the strawberry in water, water is gonna fill the strawberry.
Real
But
shit.
if you put water in a little bit of the strawberry, then the strawberry dominate the water.
Real
And
shit.
what kind
And
of
it's
water are you
called,
using too?
and then
Mm,
what kind of water are you using? Because it can be some acidic water and then or some salt water and start eating the strawberry. So but
look at
just that
shit.
concept. If you put a good person in a bad environment, eventually that bad environment is going to affect the good person.
Yep.
You
It's
put
like,
a bad person in a good environment, eventually that good environment will affect that bad person.
was it
That's just
you?
how it works.
Word, I think you did that. No, was it you or was it? No, I think it was you who compared it. You was the one that used the molded fruit. When you put a molded fruit next to a clean fruit, it gets molded. And that's some real shit right there. It's the same shit. You just used a whole nother terminology though. The
That's
fuck?
why I say police officers, they say, oh, that's just a bad apple. Yeah, there's good police officers, but it depends on the department, right? Some good police officers start getting next to the bad apples, right? And then they start turning
Mhm.
slowly, little by little.
Gary, guess what? I'm having peace, dude. That type of peace, peace, dude. Once you cut people off your life, you happier because you don't got to worry about the arguments, the misunderstandings, the bullshit, none of that. Once you by yourself, getting yourself on your feet, getting your thoughts together, not having to worry about other people's problems, and just resolving your own, that's peace. When you happy with the partner that you got, you don't gotta worry about motherfuckers in your family how trying to get in, trying to tell you what to do, how to live it. That's peace. You see where I'm coming from? And if people don't like the way I live and how I do things, they don't gotta be in my life the same way I don't gotta be in theirs. So that's why I be telling people, man. At times I be told I got a cold heart, but in reality, that bitch warm as shit. I wish it got cold, 'cause I could do what my
Writers,
mind says.
writers did an unsubscribe to some family members. She put them on do
Nah, man.
not
I threw
disturb.
them bitches out the fucking window, and I could beat them into a motherfucking
I'm a
trash
goodness,
can.
bitch.
She said, do not disturb, do not recommend.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
I even
making.
cut up some childhood friends. Yep, you fucking right.
You know what?
You don't got
I'm
time
about
for
to
that.
make another drop.
Cause
I
even
gotta
like
put
we're
that in the drop.
my bad. Even Word has said it here
No,
every time, right? Like, come on, like sometimes we gotta, how can I say, bring peace to our mind, stability to our mind, and you get tired of always being that one that everybody comes to. Like, the fuck I look like I got an S on my chest. So yeah, sometimes we gotta, start with us. It starts with home. How can you keep helping other people while you're still drowning and nobody's giving you a hand to fucking get out that fucking ocean or that pond you're drowning in? So we gotta be, realistic sometimes. Like people
So the
just
other
want you.
day, sorry, go ahead.
My bad. I was just saying people just sometimes want you for what you could do, what you got, and not for who you are.
Yeah, always, pretty much. What you can do for them. which is
Shit.
okay. Like if we're all helping each other, that's okay. If you're
Mhm.
not abusing it, it's okay. But I was gonna say the other day I unsubscribed from a channel because I already know, like if I go in that channel, I already know what it is, and that person hadn't went live for a while. I went in and I already know what it is, right?
Commander
So
body and shit.
I'm part of the problem too because I already know the one person is very emotional and how to trigger them. Like they get triggered easily, so I mess with them from the chat and triggered him more, which means I'm just part of. Like, listen, I was being petty. I had time. I have time to kill wee hours of the morning because I have to, but that's me being part of the problem, part of the system. Because I didn't have to go be petty and trigger someone to crash out.
Commander said, I feel bad now. That shit in her conscience.
Nah, not really.
She
But
said, no, not really. Yo, she said that so
I
fast.
just said, you know what? I'm a unsubscribe, do not disturb. I don't need to go in there because like sometimes it's funny to watch people because that's just how some people are. You know, it's content and they get all crazy.
People
But
just weird to me. I'm sorry. Like, if they act
you,
like that on social media for a few coins, imagine what they'll do in real life. I'm sorry for a few coins.
mhm. you
Listen.
you know how often I used to come on here and just watch people and interact with people just to understand like human behavior. Like real life experience is the best way to learn a lot of times.
Mhm.
And these last 2 years, I learned so much about human behavior that I couldn't read out of book. You know, you see it, but now it's like I want to see something more extravagant. Like this should become basic after a while. Like the narcissist. Like I'm more interested in the Machiavellianism when I see people possess that because I don't really see that too often. You know, I've been around a bunch of psychopaths growing up. Literally, not. I thought that was just yeah. I've been around a lot of psychopaths,
Are you not entertained?
sociopaths. You said what?
Are you not entertained? Shit.
Well, no,
yes,
it's like once
Gary.
I get to the point, like once I understand something or have like working knowledge of it, then I can build. I want more. Now it's like to the next level. I want to see the next level and stuff. So
Yeah. And
I'd be
speak
interested in talking to like serial killers or like
EOMG.
different
Wait
prisoners.
a minute.
No,
That'll
I
be
would, bro. I would definitely be interested in that. Like that'd be thrilling. Is to like talk to oh here I met some people who I know like they did things in life. Like I can tell by the way they talk and the way they present things. I can always tell when words are backed by experience. I can
You
tell.
actually can word. Like lots of people on YouTube will reach out to people in prison and request to talk to them and interview them, and then they put it on YouTube and stuff.
I need a team. I need some people. Look, I can't really. I don't even. I
Well,
can't
the
even
guys
use my
usually
email.
might appeal to girls. I don't know, but who knows? They
Mhm.
might talk to a man. I don't know.
Commander shout out, yo. I can't.
As a matter of fact, the other day, one YouTuber reached out to somebody in prison, and she tried to fake like it wasn't her, and then she got caught because you have to use your real name when you log into everything to talk to people in prison. And then she got busted that it was her. And then there was another YouTuber talking to the same people, like the family member of the person in prison. It was a whole mess. But I watched those videos, like the interviews, like the serial killer interviews and things like that. It is interesting to me too. But some stuff you can't comprehend.
She
There's
said,
just no explanation other than something's wrong in the head.
some of the people in this world are sick.
Frankie, what is you reading? Frankie is reading something. I can just tell by the structure of the sentence, like the word selection
Through
too,
meditation
the
and prayer,
meditation and prayer. Because
the,
like spirit, like this is prayer. Let me tell y'all. prayer is a concept used to extract energy, to extract intent. That's what prayer is. Prayer is different from the concept of prayer. Like is how the ancients didn't pray. What they did is they gave gratitude. Prayer became uh, a form of asking. So when you
Well, to
ask
me,
something, what you're doing is, and you're consciously saying that you're not capable. Anytime
you
you ask,
want, you
you're not
need,
capable.
you're being
Mhm.
needy.
So where everything by the divine creator was already given, it's up to us to find it. It's up to us to acquire. It's everything that's needed is given. It's already given. We have to build ourselves up to the frequency to receive the things we desire. Some of our desires, we don't match the frequency of it. That's why we can't obtain it. That's why we don't get to have it, because it's us. It's not that it's not given. It's just that we didn't build ourselves up to acquire it yet.
Mhm.
And when you get things, like think about this, it'd be nice to lift 300 pounds, right? If you can, if something assisted you or gave you the ability to lift 300 pounds, it's nice. But once that assistant is gone, you can't hold that weight if you ain't build your muscles up to carry it. And that's what, think about, like, people, um, like when we had kids, right? We enable them. And then when they become adults, they become enabled. They're not self efficient. They can't do it on their own because we handicap them. That's what happens when we're given before we're ready
Yeah.
for it. We don't know
You
how to
have to give them
reacquire it if we
responsibility.
lose. Right. So even if you're given something and you don't know how to fire it, once it's gone, then it's gone. You can't get it back because you don't know how to manifest it. It was given to you.
Well, some things you can do, like by giving your kids responsibility and teaching them. And
Yeah.
then there's other things that they just have to learn on their own in the world, with
Mhm.
whatever tools you gave them. They
Yeah.
just have to go through it.
They have to experience it. A lot of things, like think about when you was younger, you was told not to do this, not to do that. And yeah, you somebody older than you, more experienced, told you not to do it, but you did it anyway. And until you did it, you didn't understand why they really said it. You just knew not to do it. But now you comprehend why you shouldn't do it because you had the experience. That's how this
Yeah.
shit is, man.
And I think parents should give like their kids like freedom little by little, you know, little by little what you
Yeah,
think they can handle. So when they're out there in the real world, at least they have some level of encounters by themselves, independence.
look, we just went outside. Get out my face. I'm not going outside right now. Go outside later. Not right now.
Like, would you guys
Yeah.
think, because some parents will say, like, oh, I'd rather my kid drink at home with me first and
Oh
know what
hell
it's
no.
like than go out like
No, they
on their
tripping.
first time. But
Mm-mm.
think about it, go out on their first time somewhere with people that are young like them or whatever. Wouldn't you rather them have a little bit of some experience if you think that's what's going to happen?
Mm-mm.
Sure.
So they can know their tolerance maybe, or like, I don't
Nah.
know.
Nah. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I think they both said nah.
Nah, that shit
Mm-mm.
don't make sense. Every time I heard that shit, I'm like, that shit don't even make sense.
You know how many
Because
parents I
now
seen locked up
is
behind that shit?
my kids ain't go drinking until they're legally loud, and when they do drink, I'm gonna
What
do
if
my
they're
best
legal
to make
though?
them responsible.
That's a
What if
different
your
story.
daughter's 21? What if your daughter's
I'm gonna
21 and she says, "Dad, I'm 21 now. I can drink, and I just want
Take
to
a
have a
shot with
beer
me,
at home."
daddy.
Yeah, like, can you go with me and we'll buy whatever? What do you think that I should? I just want to try something at home.
no. I would rather now if they legal, I would rather them drink at home without driving, and that's good. I will encourage that. Yeah, you can drink. I don't drink. I think I'm gonna start drinking wine again. Um, because I want to get my well, I got a lifetime membership for this. It's a wine club, and I want to start going again. kind of cool, fun, you know. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna probably start drinking wine again. But in that scenario, I would rather for them to drink at home. But even then, I'm not going to encourage drinking. I'm not a drinker. I'm not going to encourage none of that bad shit. But I'm gonna tell them, you got to be responsible. Ain't no drinking and driving at all. I don't care if you had one drink. Two, no, if you will drink, don't drive. Don't mix the two. Cause shit, you can get in an accident without even drinking. You know, should a drunk driver could hit you, but
Mhm.
you just more likely to be imperative not drinking driving. So if something do happen, you on a more conscious level to react than not to because you're
Yep.
drunk. So I'm always encourage that
But I
before they
think
did.
I think now they're making the parents also pay
Literally,
consequences that are letting their kids drink and do all that stuff.
No, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that? They let their child drink. They gave them the permission at the age of 16, 15. I agree with that.
nah, bro.
Where they're like, party, have all your friends
Fucking
come over,
right. Too much
drink.
shit happening. Too many kids getting taken away by CPS because of that shit. No, you fucking right.
Nah, I am not allowing my kids to drink before they legally
Oh, I
drink.
was gonna say, I was like, wait, what? You don't agree with the parent getting arrested for sitting here and getting the child liquor, and then the child sitting here
Maybe
rushing and running over
I know.
somebody else's
No, I was
child
saying
or
I agree with
somebody
you.
else's
Like, I
parent?
don't
I
agree
don't
with the
think that.
parents who are like the teacher, and there was a principal and a teacher
They
that got
should be
arrested
consequences behind
because
that
they
shit.
had all the kids at their house drinking, like, and then those kids invited more people, and there was like 100 people there.
I
They
mean,
got
there's people be
arrested
doing them lives like that too. That's I'm like, and they need to think somebody called. No, y'all on live. Like the majority of these cops ain't just popping up to pop up. It ain't somebody calling. Y'all on lives doing this dumb shit. That's why I be looking like that's some self
But
snitching shit.
But you know
a
what it
lot
was
of
for
our
them? The neighbors
problems,
called because all the kids were parking on the street, taking up parking wrong, and they got busted.
People be
what
doing
Frankie
stupid
said
shit,
was fact.
then
A
asking
lot of
questions.
our problems are connected to people, places, and things, and our
Yep,
algorithm. That's why I always say you control your environment. If you
exactly.
can control those three aspects of your environment, then you have less problems. I was just telling my brother that, like, you have to create your own, but you have to get in fertile ground. You have to get in a nice place to be able to create without being disturbed, you know? So
Because
you
think
have
about
to get in a environment
adults,
that allows you to create.
as
Yeah, so,
adults, you get put in positions that are like when you say, okay, you got invited at work with the doctors and the nurses and stuff, and then you
uh
get there and you're like, what's going on here? Like you have to make a decision. Do you go home? Do you
mhm.
participate? Do you kick back and not do nothing? Like what? Even as an adult, some of those things are kind of like,
It's some real shit. And that's
hmm
why it starts at home at the end of the day, though. But some people don't want to get it. They get it, but they don't want to get it. They just don't give a fuck.
And Frankie, I would, you know what? I would say it would be beyond, I don't believe it starts in the mind. I think it starts in the soul.
Mm,
I think everything is predicated upon how you feel. But if you want to say how you acquire the information I would agree with that because even to feel something, you have to download it. So it has to be filtered through the mind when it becomes an outside stimulant before you even have a feeling. So I would agree with, I take it back. I agree with Frankie. Is even how your mind perceives information. That's why I was just telling my brother, like, this is the reality, right? In life. If you, everything that good happens is a bad aspect of it too. You might not have seen it yet, might not have caught up with you, but it's there. And everything that bad happens has a good aspect to it. Good and bad is not without one another in anything. Everything has a positive and negative aspect to it, which we call good and bad. It's just how we perceive it.
yep.
Like a person, like people have a deep desire to be rich, right? But then they get rich, and now they got a whole different set of problems that they ain't built to take on. So being rich actually becomes worse than being poor or being. I seen that happen a couple times, bro. Like, damn, bro, you was a different. You were happier when you didn't have money, but now you got it. You got these whole set of problems you ain't even built for, and
Mhm.
that just made you more miserable. Then you lost the money, so now it's like you back where you started. I seen some people like, damn, you know what? I appreciate being back here. Then I seen people fall completely apart because they got accustomed to having something. You know, sometimes money comes with power. You know, you're able to control things, but you only can control it because you got the money. So when the money gone, now you lose that control.
Hmm. Real shit.
Reality is a byproduct of what the mind is defined. It's how it assimilates the information. But even then, right? The feeling of good or bad is not a thought; it's a feeling. Like when
Hmm.
you perceive something good or bad, it's not a thought. You don't think good or bad; it's how you feel about it. That's why some things like we can look at like, damn, that's fucked up. And other people can be like, well, no, it's not. It's not because they think it; it's how they feel. Like
Real shit.
we give so much credit to the way we think, but we don't understand why we think the way we do. Things are good and bad because of the way we feel about it. Our perception, even the thing like we look at, like it's how we feel about it.
That's some real shit. Shit.
That's
Imagine
why
shit.
you can hear some people like I hear some people non-black talk about slavery, and they'd be like, well, you know what, that was part of history, you know. You know, then I hear some non-black people talk about slavery, like, "Oh my God, that shit fucked up." Is the word is that's predicated behind how they feel about it. They got the same information, they got the same facts, they got all the same shit, but it's how they perceive it.
Yep.
And how you perceive things is predicated about how you feel about
Yep. 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 So some people just need to go in their mind and borrow a pair of God slippers. That's some real shit though.
it.
I feel
You know,
that.
self-preservation, like shit. Like when you sitting there watching Animal Planet and you see this lion chase down this pretty gazelle, innocent, ain't doing nothing, can't really do nothing, and start mauling it, eating it. You be like,
Cycle.
damn, you feel bad for the gazelle? No, that lion hungry, man. It gotta eat. Like you said, I feel bad for the lion if it didn't catch it. Like, damn, bro, what you gonna eat?
Only where yo he would
That
make that
perception, bro.
shit.
Look, man, look, this is, look, man. I'm telling you, like, I'm not telling y'all to be Buddhist. I'm not telling y'all to practice Buddhism. I'm just telling you to take a look at it and take the information that's useful to you because that shit changed my life. It did. That changed my whole perception. I used to be like, damn, you know, people did this to me. People did that to me. This bad thing. I used to think like that. Like you see something on TV. Oh my God. And then like when I started practicing Buddhism, I realized like, man, all this shit is all the fucked up shit in the world. Like this is gonna sound crazy, right? This gonna sound crazy. When babies die, that shit fucked up, but it's necessary. It's necessary because some people don't take their kids for granted until they see another kid die.
Hmm. Real shit.
They just don't, bro. And if you never see something, you're never aware of it. If you ain't aware of stuff, then you take things for granted, bro.
Yeah, but
I've
tell
been
that to the
around
family who lost their child.
who lost their
They're not
child,
gonna they're not gonna look at it the same way.
but then you got to look at them. Why did you? I mean, some kids die from natural causes, some kids die from neglect. But even the natural causes, it's like uh, it's. I hate to say this. I'm just telling you, like thing. It
Everything has a
sounds.
purpose.
That's what I
Yep.
say. It sounds fucked up because we understand pain. We understand when things are taken away from, but it's just part of life. It's a necessary part of life. All trees, some trees grow with mutations and be fucked up and never grow. That's
Mm.
just nature. All nature has flaws, so we gonna have flaws.
It's like our old
You
heads
know,
used to say, our kids are borrowed, though, in reality. I didn't understand that when they used to say that, your kid is borrowed or my child is borrowed. And now I do.
We're all on
right?
borrowed
Use
time, they say.
animals for analogy. I know. I should have used it. Yeah, yeah. Yes, your description is about. Yeah, I should have used animals. My bad, but I'm just saying, it's hard. I
I'm
couldn't
like, well,
imagine. You know what I'm saying? But it's just everything is necessary. Like with my nephew, I'm like, damn, bro, why my nephew got to get murdered? I was just talking to my brother about that. Like, and I just realized like cause and effect. So many things to go into account. You
hmm.
know, stuff just don't happen. Everything has a cause and effect. Things happen for a reason. You know, a lot of times, uh, like even I say it like this: some animals are born malnutritious or have different disabilities because the mother of the animal didn't eat properly. You know, that's cause and effect. Everything happens for a reason.
I
So
mean,
everything is meant to be learned from. You know,
yep.
sometimes genetics is just you mix bad genetically and you have genetic adaptation. I can't even say the word right now.
You
But
having a
the
Rachel moment.
genetics mix bad. So and that you learn from that. Everything is a process, man. Everything has purpose. Even the most painful, fucked up things we experience in life is for a reason. And it might not be for you to benefit. It might be for you to go through and somebody else to benefit and learn from. And then it's gonna be their turn. And then it's gonna be their turn. We all go through stuff, bro. We all took losses in life. You know, it's cycles. Like that's what it's simply complex. That's how life is built. It's simply complex. But once you start unraveling it, that's why I said earlier the hardest thing to do was to accept things in life. That was the hardest thing I ever did in life was to learn how to accept things. And it's gonna be some fucked up shit that happen. Me losing my eyesight. That's come on, man. That shit ain't ideal. Shit fucked up, bro. I just had a kid. I ain't even get to do all the shit I want to do. I want to play catch. You know how terrified I am. My son throw hard as hell. You know how terrified I am to have him throw a baseball, try to catch with him. You know, I mean, there's so much stuff I wanted to do, and I just became a parent. Like, how is this shit fair? Well, guess what, Dorian? Life ain't fucking fair. So it ain't gonna be fair to you. It ain't gonna be fair to your mama, your daddy, your kids, your wife. It ain't gonna be fair to nobody. That's what makes life fair. It's unfair to everyone.
You just called yourself Dory?
Dorian.
Oh, I was gonna say, wait a minute. This is not
That's my
Finding
name. Don't
Nemo right
worry.
now. You know?
That's what my niece called me, Uncle Dory. I'm like, it's Dorian. Just call me Uncle D. Uncle Dory. I call me Uncle D. Uncle Dory. Like, man, you know what? You doing that shit on purpose now. I know.
Yep. Hmm. God, Goddess says, it's all about the experience, real shit. And Word says that time after
Mhm.
time on this panel. That's what I'm saying. Like we have these conversations to bring awareness, not to debate, not to argue on some real shit. I see that constantly on my lives. We're just here to bring awareness. That's it. We could talk about it, but ain't nobody got time to argue about it.
Man, man, I don't argue with people in real life, bro. I really
Mm-mm.
don't argue with people in real life.
And
That's
I don't hear
ridiculous.
either. People are like, you be blocking people? You fucking right, I'll block people. I ain't got time to argue with people. Block,
I don't
block,
be doing
block,
this shit
left
in
and
real
right,
life.
like in real life.
Man, shit, I ain't even a lawyer, bro. I ain't sitting here trying to argue shit. I'm good. That's a waste of my time. We can have a discussion. I don't have to agree. I don't see, like, even that's not a problem. People say shit all the time. I'll be like, I don't believe in that shit. I don't accept it. But, like, when you talk about, like, what we were taught, I was taught a lot of shit. I just don't accept it. I know a lot of shit. I just don't accept it. I don't accept that as my truth. It can be true for somebody else, but it ain't mine. So why even? I'm not about to argue with it. That if that works for you, that works for you. I'm good. That's why I was saying like I don't have a lot of the same problems other people have. I don't.
at all.
So, so I can't. I don't. It's not that I don't care about them. It's I already solved them. So the only thing I can do is give you the solution or the playbook I use, and if it works for you, good. If it don't, then there's other ways out there. There's more than one way to get to Ohio. You know what I'm saying? There's more than one way to
It's
catch
more
a
than
couple
one
different
way to reach
freeways.
the
Ohio.
makeup, baby.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it might take longer to take a different route, but sometimes that's the only route you got. So you got to take the long way sometimes. Sometimes you can take the shortcut. That's just how life is, man.
Shout out to Mr. Blind in Ohio.
Mr. Bond. Yeah.
Y'all funny as shit. I ain't see him for a minute.
I love Ohio, bro. They got some of the best wineries, man. I spent so much time. Man, we used to drive down there, get lit, and go get a B&B. That's before, I mean, not a bed and breakfast. Not no Airbnb, the actual bed and breakfast.
I'm like,
They had
wait
a
a
lot of
minute.
them in Ohio. No, we used to go get a B&B. You go down there, ride past the B&B, check in, go to the winery, and find your way back to the on the damn back road and shit. Find your way back, man. That shit was so much fun, man.
Ohio's alright.
And Ohio got a lot of little towns that's like little
Yeah,
historical towns and shit. That's why I love. I like little backwoods towns. And shit.
it's a
That's
little
I feel
backward.
cool in nature. You know, like shit. I love being outside, man.
I think the little town that I was in when I went there, it was like Youngstown, Ohio. They had I think it was that little plant because I know that the place that I had got there when I stood there for the nine
Yeah,
months,
they got
it was near that that NASA plant that had shut down, and they was rebuilding that. John, they said when they finished building that plant there, the prices of the house was gonna go up. Yo,
yeah.
when I tell you that these 3-story, 4-story houses, you can grip up houses. When I went to go visit the first time, I was like, wait a minute, I can buy this house for $3,000. They was like, yeah, you better start taking advantage. It's 2025, and I think they already done. The prices went up.
That's how it happens. That's how it happens. Like Youngtown, I got a lot of family in Youngtown. Youngtown, cool.
Yeah,
Youngtown, cool. I got family
like,
all through Youngtown.
that's where my family at. They went from Florida. The majority of my the family that I fucks with, they over there. They went from Florida because it was expensive, and they took advantage. They all bought cribs over there, 2 to 3 cribs. I was like, all right. I wish I would have known when I had bread. I found this shit out when I hit rock bottom.
Ohio's a good. Like you can get some nice properties for cheap. Ohio, West Virginia, Michigan ain't bad neither. The price is a
Tennessee.
little higher than that. I ain't moving to Tennessee. Fuck that. I love Tennessee though. I do love Tennessee, but man, they got too many storms and shit around there. I'm good.
Yo,
They
I
had a whole town for sale for like
us
60,000 or some low price like that.
us talking about this. A lot of people are getting laid off. A lot of jobs in a lot of cities, especially small towns and shit like that. They blaming the big beautiful bill. You think that that's the reason people are really losing their jobs right now?
The
I
who?
don't know.
No,
I don't know what that. I don't even know what's in that bill. I have
I
no clue
haven't
what's
really
in that.
searched it yet completely all the way. I mean, I
Pretty
read bits
suggest
and
I
parts of it,
look,
but
man.
it's crazy. I don't really. I'm gonna be honest. It's confusing as shit. That's why I don't really get into it. When I get confused like that, I'm not into it.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I made something out of nothing. So I just got that mentality. No matter what they do, I'll be able to adapt and adjust and
But
make it happen.
I
I
feel as
always
though
feel like that.
that I think it's going to be affecting different cities and different states and
I say, oh, anytime they switch shit up, it's gonna change the dynamics
yeah,
of society.
because
It's always gonna do.
here in Philly, they took down a lot of bus routes after they just made bus routes, right? They talking about the cuts in the budgets and no funds coming in. Then they themselves talking about the big beautiful bill. I'm sitting here, I was like, I'm not sure if this that bullshit they got going on, Democrats versus Republicans, or what. But I know Philly is getting affected by a lot of things. I don't know if people have noticed it within their city, but like I'm looking at it like I'm sitting here, it's like, all right, they want kids to, get up and do their thing, families to do their thing, but I'm sitting here, I was like, y'all, really took away a lot of bus routes. How is kids going to get to school on time when school starts? That's the fucked up part about it. And I think they're
You.
about to go on strike again.
What up, Frankie?
What
So
up?
it's
Can y'all
like,
hear me?
oh
Can y'all hear
shit,
me?
Frankie in the building.
Blanco, what up, Blanco?
Frankie!
What up, man? What up?
I
I
didn't
usually
even
try
know.
to talk fast because y'all let me up without showing face. So you know what I mean? I don't want to, so that way y'all know it's me. When I'm supposed to say, you're, how you doing?
Mhm.
But yeah, this shit is wild. I don't know.
Hey
Yo, you know
man,
what's
I don't know
crazy?
why I'm so fascinated with honey mustard. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
He said honey mustard though. Like, wait a minute, we're about to have
Yeah, man.
full corn in this
I
bitch.
don't know, bro. Sweet baby Ray's got the honey mustard sauce. Bro.
Yo, the Sweet Baby
Oh.
Rays is the shit. I am not gonna lie to you, doggy. Oh man, I keep those on deck. No, I just had a big barbecue and I celebrated my son's birthday, my wife's birthday, and I had a Sweet 16. There was Sweet Baby Rays all over the mug. The
Bro,
A1,
I
the
got some.
steak. We have. I ain't gonna lie. We might have a little bit of supermarket joint for the salad dressings. You know, the little market basket name brand. Because I'll show you a whole can. Yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue. I don't got the money honey mustard though.
Honey mustard. I got the honey barbecue. I got the motherfucking fruit and spicy one. That's
There is
the honey barbecue, the sweet and spicy. Sweet baby Ray's be on point, bro. They got a man, what is that? It's not a Thousand Island.
eight
They got all,
salad dressing.
they got all. Man, nah, this is sauce, man. They got marinade sauce. That should be slapping, man. I put that shit on everything. But yeah, I'm infatuated with honey mustard for some reason. I don't know, random thought. Don't mind me. I'm about to smash this chicken,
Isn't
bro.
a B&B an Airbnb? You just took the air out of it, right?
No, man, bed and breakfast. That's what the B and
Oh
B stands for. Bed and breakfast. Before it was Airbnb, it was just bed and breakfast. So it's like little. Uh, you never been to a bed and breakfast?
no,
That shit kind of dope, man. We still got some traditional bed and breakfasts up here.
I mean like in the
So
hotels and shit like that, they do that.
nah, I mean, no, nah, it's like somebody. It's just like Airbnb is like a watered down version because like in bed and breakfast is like in the morning and shit, the owners of the house be cooking breakfast for you and shit. You come down, they be in the house. Usually it's like big house,
I'm gonna be honest.
and then the bed and breakfast like in the morning, the owners they come in, they cook you breakfast.
No,
Um,
that's
Hey,
so
not
yeah,
working.
that's why they
I
call
got
them
a question,
breakfast.
word, and I mean it respectfully. I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
But since you're talking about breakfast, what am I missing out with the chicken and waffles thing, man? Why is it so epic? And I never, you know what I mean? Like I just can't. I never did it. Is it
You,
that serious?
you
Have
a
you
laugh,
done it?
I'm so
you a,
done with
you a
Frankie. No,
laugh at
he
me,
didn't.
bro. You a laugh at me, bro. I don't know. They might take my black card for this, bro. I've only been to a chicken and waffle place one time, and I didn't order chicken and waffles.
Wow. I went to a
I
seafood
was like, I'm
restaurant. I ordered a
straight.
hamburger. I know what you mean.
I'm
I went. No, I just went and got the waffles, bro. Waffles and the omelet. I didn't
Why?
even want.
Why do they do the
I ain't about
chicken
to
though?
eat no
What is
chicken
that?
and
What is
shit.
the? What does that mean? Like, what is this, the breakfast and the dinner thing? How do they do that? What is it like? How does that work?
I don't. I don't do that,
Ask
bro. I
Google.
don't even know. I can't even answer
YouTube
that,
that
bro. I
shit.
told you I don't be knowing everything.
what the hell?
I never experienced. I mean, even when I had the opportunity, I never ordered. I had waffles and steak. I did that before.
So you never
Um,
did chicken and waffles. That's what you're saying right now.
Never did chicken and waffles, bro.
Oh, I respect it. Me and you both.
I was
Yeah, I
gonna.
never did chicken and waffles. I've been to one chicken and waffles, and that's when I was dating my wife. And he didn't even get chicken, but her cousin did. But I never did chicken and waffles. I don't even want that shit together, bro. I just want
It
want
doesn't.
no
Yeah, it
damn
doesn't. I don't know how you could
syrup
put.
about my damn chicken.
I don't know how you could put pancake syrup on chicken. That's what I don't understand
Yeah,
that part.
I don't want.
It's like putting honey.
No,
I
it
mean,
ain't. Honey,
honey. I
Yeah,
could eat pork chops with applesauce. That sounds crazy. I know it does. It just that's something different. Like
people
people
do
don't know
that,
till you try it. You know what I mean? Some
but
people
I
do
don't
weird
eat pork.
shit. Trust me. People be there putting their fucking French fries in the ice cream and all type of shit with ketchup and mustard on it. Like
Yeah,
the Dominican sauce when you mix the ketchup mayonnaise together. You know what I mean?
He said the Dominican. I thought it was Puerto Rican, but now
Nah,
I
for
find
years
out it's a multicultural thing.
it's everything Latin, right?
Get the fuck out of here, Ma. You get you.
Now you put some honey mustard or some shit. Word is talking about
Don't
some. You
fuck
know
it
what I
up.
mean?
Don't fuck it
Now
up.
you never know. You never know though. You might
No,
come up
I
with
Bro,
know.
something
I
new.
know. Don't
now
fuck it
check
up.
this out though, Frankie. You the very first time I ever ate honey mustard, I ate it and it made me throw up. And I ain't
Oh
eaten honey
man,
mustard until my 30s. That thing happened when I was like 12 or 11. That shit made me throw up, bro. And I never touched it again until I was like 30. Or one day I
Oh
was
shit.
drunk and I used it and didn't even know I was using it. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? It's slapping. They like, it's honey mustard. I'm like, for real? Like,
that's real
shit, I like
shit.
it now.
I
Only
got a
word.
question for everybody in this panel. You got to keep it an honest buck. You can't even try to fake. If you even stop or hesitate when I ask you, I know you're lying.
We pleading the
When was the
fifth.
last time, or have you ever ate the taquitos from 7-Eleven that's been there for fucking 40 nights and 40 days?
Oh my god, those are not good.
Those are so unhealthy. But word, when was the last time you got drunk and ordered one or took two of them to go?
Oh
Bro, I
hell.
only had them one time, and I'm
Oh
sick.
my
The
God. God
last time
bless
I
you.
ever had it, I had a
The
Buffalo Ranch,
Monterey steak.
and I bit it one time. I had a Buffalo Ranch, and I bit that shit one time. Like, bro, what the fuck is this? Almost broke my damn tooth,
I
and I
I
can't.
never
can't
ordered it
understand
again.
those shits. People, word, Ryder, have you, Commander? Have you ever?
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
eat it.
they're
I won't eat it.
gross.
Them
I'm
shits
good.
are
And
the
then,
fucking.
l-
Oof.
like, a lot of times it's not even hot either. It's like lukewarm.
I can't with y'all.
Disgusting. All right, and this is the last one because you brought up food, so I just want to finish it over food. And I'm not gonna judge you, but I will not be your friend after this if you answer it the wrong way. I'm
Taquitos
just
though,
saying
but
it.
he's
I'm
so
just putting this out there for
disrespectful
the
though.
transcripts.
But hold on, before you say that, Frankie, don't ever bring up taquitos. That's so disrespectful. That's not authentic Mexican food,
I
alright?
know I'm not. I'm just saying from 7-Eleven though. They, you
I
know, them shits.
know.
I've seen
That's why when
niggas
you
go
said
in there and
taquitos,
order
I'm
like
like, that's some
the
frozen ass
rolls. It's
fucking taquitos.
crazy.
Them Jones, ugh.
But
I thought
listen,
he was
this
Like
one
gonna
right
say
here.
Takis.
Nah.
Takis,
Takis, my kids love them shits. All the kids are
them shits
addicted.
is
That's the whole
nasty.
wave now, just
I
spicy
never had
chicken
No,
fried
you
those,
know
shit.
bro.
the
I
kids are getting
never
sick
had
with
those.
that shit.
The kids love it now. They got to
Uh,
raise the pepper level. Now they got these kids addicted to spice. My daughter could eat a whole fucking like chili pepper nigga with a fucking little
Mm-mm.
cucumber, and that shit would not. I'm like, yo, they building up that tolerance for something else. I don't know, because all of a sudden all the chips got the hot spicy chili and all that, you know. But
I
real
never
quick,
had none of
just
those, bro.
yeah, it's
They
this
fuck our
gross.
kids
Don't try it. You're
inside
gonna
though.
burn your stomach. You probably get an ulcer. But I'm gonna judge you, right? And I might not be your friend after this if you answer this the wrong
I'm
way.
done. I can't wait.
But do you guys eat those fucking hot dogs that come with the cheese in it?
Hell
Wait, hot
no.
dogs got cheese in it?
Where do they sell that?
What
Hell
the
no.
fuck?
Word,
Wait a
keep it a
minute, I've
buck.
never.
Hot
Word got
dog
quiet
with
for a minute.
the
Hold on.
cheese.
I got you. I took it the real. I feel that. I said the same thing when
No,
I
I'm
thought
like,
about it.
I'm trying to think of like I never had a hot dog with cheese.
Oh, you guys,
With
that
I
cheese,
think
yo,
they sell them on a
with in
stick,
it.
no?
On a
no, they
chip?
don't. On inside of a fucking hot dog.
Nah,
Some
I
like
see.
ballparks, they got a different brand. It's probably, but they used to give them to the kids too, and they used to put when they put the hot dogs in the macaroni and cheese. Something like that almost. But yo, oh my god, I would judge
I
you if
ain't
you would
never
say
had that.
yeah.
Wait, it's good? No, it can't be good.
No, it's just probably the grossest thing. How first of all,
Gross.
you got
Yeah.
cheese sitting in a hot dog till you grill it or till you fry it. You know that or boil it even worse. You know what I mean?
Oh, you
Think
know what
about
I've
how
had
that
that's
cheese
good
is.
though?
That's fucking astronaut cheese. You know
Fried macaroni and cheese, like the fried mac and cheese. That's good. Or fried
Hmm.
pickles. Hmm.
that you
Mm-mm.
wanted something. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never had fried macaroni and cheese, and I be
Oh,
wondering
it's
about shit.
delicious.
Oh,
People
you
make
never had
fried
those? The
everything.
macaroni and
I
cheese
seen
bites to
fried
be fried,
watermelon,
bro.
and I'm like, how the fuck you fry a watermelon?
Yeah,
97% of
fried
a
watermelon
watermelon is
slapping,
water.
bro. Bro, slapping, bro. The
You
fried
had it before?
watermelon be
You
slapping.
had it?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
They be doing that shit in Georgia a lot. I know. They be having
Yeah, I be
fried
seeing it. They
watermelon.
fry everything. They do fucking fried peaches, and you're like, how medicine must be busting.
I never had a fried. I had a boiled peach. I never had a fried peach.
A
I'm
boiled
like, why
peach.
would you boil the peach? Because that boiled peach juice be slapping, bro. Mhm.
You know what I
Gotta
Can't
had
have
this
that
promise
weekend that
mine.
Pecan.
was good? Papa John's cheeseburger pizza. It has pickles on it. It's a cheeseburger pizza. That was good. I don't even like Papa John's. I don't really like pizza like that.
She said I don't even like Papa John's.
It was
I ain't going.
good. I
I
had
ain't gonna
one
lie to
twice.
you.
Eating burgers.
I'd be scared of all those places now, man. All them places after the pandemic, them shits. And then they got back into business. All that regulation and they changed now. Now you got, you know what I mean. You can have snot on your form as long as you got the gloves on. It don't matter. And nah, you can fucking be, you know what I mean, sweating as long as you got a net on your head. Don't nah, hell, no, I'm good.
Mm-mm.
I ain't gonna lie to you, the kids love that shit. The kids be addicted to all that. Like McDonald's, so spend so much money on promotion. They forget about it. These kids are so like that shit gets them at like 5 years old. You heard? Probably even 4.
Well, the people working in these little fast food restaurants better enjoy it, 'cause I think 2026 around there, they're gonna really bring in them AIs the way shit looking.
Keep it a buck. What's better, Wendy's or McDonald's? Keep it a buck.
None.
Wendy's.
Homemade burgers.
Wendy's is bust. I'm not gonna listen. I've had to choose. Wendy's burgers is at least they like Burger King. They broil. They don't taste like McDonald's is like some fucking seaweed patty injected with like beef testosterone and
What the
them shit
fuck?
is
Wait a
crazy.
minute. He said a seaweed patty.
I'm serious. Y'all be thinking that shit is meat. It's them
I
Wonder
can't. I
Burgers,
can't.
man.
Well,
I
I haven't
can't
had
eat
McDonald's in a minute, so
McDonald's, bro.
it's been
Like
a
McDonald's
minute.
buns. That shit feel like it be dissolving in my mouth.
That
I
should be
can't.
feeling like like a soggy lily pad with some fucking fried grease on it.
Yeah.
He said was OMG.
I hate fucking McDonald's buns with a passion. I
Yo,
had a
I ain't gonna
fucking
say
bun go
here, I
dissolve
ain't
in
go
my
to
mouth.
none of them fast food restaurants. Like
So
when if I want Mexican, I go to an authentic Mexican restaurant and pay my $25 for that little platter. You fucking right. I am not
yeah.
going to no damn Taco Bell, no damn Wendy's, none of that shit.
What
So
do
I got
you
a
get though?
question.
Like enchiladas? What do you get?
Man, them Mexican
Carnitas?
food should be popping. Them fajita platters. And I don't eat carnitas like that. I don't eat
From
pork.
where? Where y'all order that at?
What? We got different places over here in
Oh, y'all
Philly.
got restaurants. I think you're talking about like some
Yeah.
fast food shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Where you
Nah, I
get
don't
those
go to
at?
fast food. I just told you I prefer authentic. Like fuck that actual Mexican restaurants with Mexican legal Mexicans. Let's put it like that. All right, they're legal. They got papers.
Yo, we have a China buffet out here, and it's all Mexicans. There ain't one Chinese nigga in that shit.
Oh
It's a
shit.
it's a all you could eat Chinese buffet, but there's no Chinese people in that bitch. All Mexicans. Shit's crazy. It's
I
real.
love
But
Mexican
yo, I
food.
got a question just to switch it over real quick and pivot onto something. And all of us got kids, so we probably could have a little insight. But have you ever seen that thing where these kids are scared of when you call out Alexa or Google or Siri? Like they get scared and they'll run. I've seen many videos on it. Have you ever seen that or experienced
No,
that?
that's weird. No.
My son does it. To the day I have to unplug. He unplugged all the Google and Series, and it's weird because I saw videos of many kids going through that. I don't know if they're autistic in the video or not, but there was so many kids that do the same thing. Like once the mother says, "Hey Siri" or Google or Alexa, they run to the room, they cry. You got to look it up. It's so crazy. It's something about
That's
that.
weird.
They
Yeah, it's
parents
deep.
probably
My
had these
son is
kids
my
watching
son is
them
a
robot
prime
movies.
example. That's why it resonated with me because he unplugs them shits all the time. Like we be having them on like for the alarm clock. Nah, you go to sleep, he'll get up and unplug it. Like he just don't because he knows it talks back, but he don't know it don't move or nothing. So it kind of fucks their minds up. You know what I mean? I think, in my opinion,
I
like
mean,
this
I
shit has a
don't like it.
conversation. It has a conversation with
I
you.
put a towel over it.
He probably thinks it's watching
You know
too.
how that's in
Like,
my house, bro. I don't
but
even
you never
talk to my
experienced that
phone like
word.
that.
You never experienced that with the
I don't
kid. You
have
have
none
a
of that shit.
okay, Ryder. How about you, Ryder?
Mm-mm.
That's real. When y'all you
No,
get a
me
chance, I'm gonna find
neither.
a video one time. But yeah, your commander. Sorry, but yeah,
But I
it's
don't like it. But my husband has all that stuff. Like, hey Google, turn on the light and all that stuff. I don't like it
Well,
yeah,
you
though.
that's a
talking about
weird
smart
world.
device? I don't get into none of that. My house is a
But
regular house. No smart devices in it except for the laptop and the phone.
Hey Google, run my
I don't know.
backwater.
That
But I could
that
I
shit
know
imagine
people
sound
too.
won't
I
lazy
believe
could
to
in that
me.
shit.
imagine. I could imagine into like my son's mind. Right, he's still his comprehensions are still a little behind, but yeah, he's still like in his own ways, he's a savant. He's ahead in art and all that other stuff. But for him to see us conversate and ask this thing, and it talks back to us and tells us what's today's weather, and it's this there all day quiet, but it's on. It probably fucking blows. Excuse me, it probably just blows his mind to think like, what is that, right? If we, you know what I mean? Like it's weird.
Uh-huh.
If I
What
got
type
into
of
his
autism
perspective,
your son has?
he's nonverbal.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. What
So
type of autism does it? I know that nonverbal could exist in any of the stages. Like
Like
what type
what
so
of?
I
level?
I,
See
I don't
level
No,
I
one.
don't
see, my
I
son
don't
has
I don't
Asperger's
I don't
autism.
No,
So
I don't worry. I don't get into that part right there. I don't worry about that. He's not. He's slowly developing. That's the best way to put it right now.
so he
He's
got
not
the
on the.
regular autism.
He just got autism. That's all I want to say. You know what I mean? ADS. Yes, he's on the spectrum and he stims. He does it stimming and all that. Yes, trust me. I've done. I just as you did, but yeah, I know your son is too. So that's why I said. But what I'm saying though is his mind. It's like because he could conversate with us too. You know what I'm saying? He has like
Yeah,
slower conversation. His comprehension is not as fast. So.
but
But I
it's the
just thought
limp.
about it because it was a weird video I saw, and all these little kids are like that now. Like so many, you see, like when they don't want to listen, the mother like you got to see it, the mother like, "Hey Alexa," and the daughter just cries and just runs in her room to her
That,
bed. Like it's the funniest shit, but weird.
you hear what you just said? You said when they don't want to listen.
Well,
So
either
that
way,
could be that,
once you say it, their mind is it doesn't comprehend who you're talking to and why is it like
but it
it's
could be
they
that
probably
the it could be the parents are using that as a scare tactic on some real
you
shit.
got to watch the video. I just probably said it like that because it sounded like that because we noticed it. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be honest with you. When my son gets a little crazy, I'm like, "Hey Alexa," and he's like, "No, no, Daddy, no." I'm keeping
That's
it real.
I think when it comes to your child, that has to do with the autism. But yeah, it's not normal. Like I haven't seen no videos like
Yeah,
that
but
crossing my
I'm gonna get
timeline.
the video because the only reason why I brought it up because I saw like more than 10, and that shit blew my mind. Excuse me,
Yeah, that shit
it blew
crazy.
my mind. I was drinking water real quick,
In
sorry,
this
but yeah, that's
era, like that shit
well,
wild. In
that's
this
what I'm
era,
saying. We didn't have Google
it's not
Nest and all that
normal.
when we were young. Yeah, so these kids are growing it. They're kind of getting adapted to, but it's still something that the soul like the. If you ask me, their divine self is still has a problem with it. You know, like they don't want to give up that last bit of being connected to the machine forever. You get it? Because once they start at like 2, 3, 4, that's all they're gonna know. You know what I mean? They're never gonna have to think about how we think sometimes we conversate, knowing that we try to speculate and try to get an answer, but we can just Google the shit, right? But we all like to have our way of saying it, whatever it is, whatever the answer might be, we have our own way of presenting it, right? But in the reality of it is we don't have to guess no more. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. Like it takes away from the imagination. You know what I mean? And that's how it starts, like colonization of the imagination.
See, with my firstborn, I made the mistake with letting his dad put the technology in his face.
Right.
So when it came to
That's
my second one, I was a little, more. He didn't get a phone in his hand until he was like 10 years old, right? The laptop, he had it when he got homeschooled, yeah, but there was rules to it. Now that he's older, he's got more time with the laptop. But now, like with both of them, it taught me with my last child. She just started getting a phone. You see where I'm coming from? Because she don't own no laptop, she don't own nothing. Everything's under my email. I, you know, I make sure that I can see who's there, with her playing the games and stuff like that. Other than that, when she was younger, I didn't expose her to none of that shit.
my daughter is 11 and she uses these new words and terms that I never knew about that these kids use, like brain rot. You ever heard of that word, brain rot?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
TikTok is
yeah,
brain
yeah,
rot.
exactly. So there's a whole new language being developed off of that too. You know what I mean? That whole algorithm. That's what TikTok is really important for. It's not really just the videos and everybody thinking they're sharing information. It's to condition the mind to be hyper, you know what I mean? To take in more than a little bit and try to calculate it and break it down, comprehend it as fast as possible, like or give you the instant gratification. You know what I mean?
All these apps are for that.
And that's what people get addicted to. But that's it. Programs the mind to be like that. You know what I mean? Like people don't even have emotion when they're speaking to. Look at all those content creator shows. I watched this thing the other day. Yo, these kids be talking to these women, like the little girls now, like them, what they call them dudes, the content creators, but they be in the house. All these young boys, and they're
Streamers,
like, they're,
the
yeah,
streamers.
the streamers. Oh shit! And I don't know why I
They've
even
been around
delved.
for
It
a
was in my,
minute though.
huh?
Prayers
Yeah, but
let's
IRL.
go.
it was in my
Out the
fault. What up?
prayers, man.
Yeah, shout out
Prez
Prez, man.
Investor. I miss you,
But
Prez.
it was in
Blessings.
my
What
algorithm, and the shit blew my mind because these kids are like 23, probably 24, probably even 18,
shit that
19.
I've
But
been talking about.
like, huh?
Like I said, that's the shit that I've been talking about
That
for a
shit is
minute. 'Cause it's like,
retarded the way they talk to the little girls and they're still little babies. These are women. These are girls that they're not women yet. At 18, 19, you're supposed to be a woman already, truthfully, because women mature faster, you know? So you're
mm,
supposed to be on your shit at 18, 19. Fuck that. Like these
Oh,
girls
somebody
out there,
clip that. He said women mature faster.
eh,
Clip it.
why?
Clip it.
allegedly,
Why?
they say allegedly.
He also
But that
said
was
Usher
true.
is better than Weekend. So
Come on. We are not
I
yo,
can't.
listen. I got a petition for you, brother. Don't play with me. I got a whole petition set up. I probably got like 170 signatures already. So you gotta fall back because this shit could get ugly. I could, you know what I mean? It can get
Um,
ugly.
No, they all old heads, bro.
No, listen, these are certified players, man. You heard from the Himalayas. Rome in the house.
but you know,
I just want I want to wait till I hear a woman say that. Then I
or
Bro,
probably
don't
will.
try to play yourself because you know my wife said it. Don't fuck around, bro.
My wife said
Yo,
it too. I'm certified by my wife, bro.
you know what it is in your heart? I know you don't mean that shit. You know, you're being
There you
disingenuous. You
go.
just stuck to it and now you're gonna ride it out. You're gonna stay in your square. I
the
respect you.
crazy
Listen, you
part
could die
is
on your
right.
sword, my brother.
Bro, it bypassed the heart. That
I
came
don't
from
like
the
the
soul.
I don't like the weekend like that, but it was crazy is I've been watching little videos and stuff of people talking about the same fucking conversation y'all just having, and for some reason they're
It
saying
started
that
from
the
us. It
weekend
started from us.
the weekend is the closest to Michael Jackson. They even fucking took
Yeah.
Chris
Chris
Brown out
Brown
the
too.
equation.
Chris they
No,
but word
they
Talking
for
took
about
him
the
but
out.
word
vocals.
didn't put Chris Brown in his conversation. He said weekend.
They're
He's
talking
picked
about the vocals.
weekend. I'm done. My wife
Listen,
Usher's
could
not on Chris Brown's level. That's why I didn't put. That's why I didn't.
but they was
but
like
that
the
wasn't even a
weekend.
Well, I
topic
didn't
though.
even
It was
think
just like
Usher
I,
and
I said two names randomly. I said Usher or I could have said it right. And you chose weekend without a doubt real fast. You probably said it before I
yeah,
finished.
you
But the
better
crazy
choose.
part is that people my age and older is agreeing with what Word is saying. That's why I'm like, I don't even like
Y'all
the
wild and get the front door, yo. Stop playing with me.
No, I'm not walling on this shit. I was just looking at a
Mm.
few shorts earlier of people making little fucking
Yo,
videos and they
word.
got Michael
Yo,
Jackson
Ryder,
and
do not
fucking
drink the juice in here. I told you already.
I just told you I don't
HR
like the
told me do
weekend.
not
But did you
drink
hear
the
what I just said?
juice.
I seen a few shorts of people making them little clips, right, with the old celebrities that are not here right now, and then the next ones that should be filling in their shoes. You gotta see it. Michael Jackson and the Weekend walking. Michael Jackson. I was about to say Michael Jordan. I don't know why the fuck I was
Said
putting
the
that nigga.
weekend.
But the
I
Weekend
think
was
you meant
next to him
Usher.
walking.
You meant
No, it
Usher.
was the Weekend next to this nigga walking. I'm sitting here, but wait. I don't think
The
so, man.
closest,
There's
the
other singers
closest,
that I think are better, but I
nah,
guess.
the closest when it comes to vocals, the closest anybody ever got to Mike is probably the weekend. I think
Oh
Chris
my
Brown
God.
is a
Hey,
better
hey,
performer
hold on, bro. I'm not just gonna
than
let you do
Mike.
that. Like, all right.
Who?
That's
Who,
bull
bro? It's
crap. You know that's bull
bro.
crap.
Who got?
Prez,
Look,
I say the
first of
same
all,
thing. No one's close to MJ, but people want to
first of
compare it.
all, yeah,
Prez,
yeah,
who's better,
yeah.
Prez? Who's better,
I gotta
Prez?
drop down
Weekend
lines. I'll
or
come back if
Usher?
you guys are still
No,
here.
Commander, don't leave this shit. No, you're stuck now. This is family business. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
He said it's family
That's
business.
grimy though. Word, I can't believe you even said that. Like, come on, son. Next to Mike, like
Vocally, the
you.
closest to Mike that anybody ever get is the weekend. Vocally, I could. There's a couple songs I couldn't tell you that wasn't Mike. Like, god damn, bro. But performance, I think Chris Brown is a better performer than Mike. He ain't
Yeah,
had people passing
we're
out and
not
shit
talking
like
about
Mike.
Mike or Chris Brown. We talking about Usher and Weekend, my brother.
I don't think Michael is better. I
Usher's.
think Chris is better than Michael. Right there. Nah. He
Yo,
got
Ryder, if
I
I
give.
throw two Usher songs
Oh
on Ryder,
shit, cut it out, man. As far as dance and performing, is a whole new era, man. It's shit. That's
I
like when
get
Mike.
that where you're saying
That's
it,
like
but
if that's the case, shit, ain't nobody better. Like James Brown, man, he put on some motherfucking shows, bro.
and
James
Michael
Brown done
got a
did
lot
some
from
shit.
all of them. Michael got all
But
these
that's what
dances
I'm
and put them
saying.
together
Like
from all of them.
Mike did
he was
something.
the
He
king of
was
soul,
a
right?
whole different.
Wasn't he the king of soul?
He was a king
Hell
of pop.
yeah, James
And,
Brown.
who was the
Oh,
king of
James
jazz?
Brown.
Who was the king of jazz?
Me personally, I fuck with Louis.
They said Elvis Presley was, right?
Wait, no.
Jazz? Nah,
Yeah,
rock
they
and
said
roll.
they rock and roll.
Nah, bro.
Nah, it wasn't rock and roll. I think it was something that was
Yeah.
controversial, if I remember. It was Oh, it could have been
Nah,
rock and roll
Elvis
over
wasn't the
somebody else.
king of
Elvis
the.
was the king
Elvis
of
never
pop.
did
He was
no
the king of
jazz.
rock. Oh, pop, right?
The
It was
pop.
rock, I think.
Right,
King
The
of
right,
king
rock.
of
right.
pop.
Rock and roll. That's
King
what
of
rock
rock.
is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
That's
I
Let me
just
what
see.
rock
checking.
is.
Because I know I'm
Checking
not
on just
tripping.
checking.
They
Just check.
said king of pop.
Hmm. Hey, shit. Damn. I wanted to ask Commander something. Before she got off the panel. Damn it. So the other day I didn't come online, but I went on 22. Shout out to Godzilla 22. I went on 22 panel and it was this dude spazzing the fuck out, and I'm like, I'm gonna have so much fun breaking this shit down because
Yeah,
I ain't
see?
never like, man, that shit was so. I wanted to ask her opinion about it. because I got up there. He was talking shit like, can't nobody tell
Oh,
me that nobody support people channel and do this and do that. Commander, you don't support. I was like, this shit. Commander got a membership in my channel. She always support the channel. You a bitch. You this. I'm like, damn,
damn.
bro. Well, you just came up here to talk to me. I'm like, okay. I came up here to make a statement. You said something, I corrected it. That's it. No, man. See, you ain't hot. You ain't what? You ain't fucking you. I'm like, bro. I'm 41 years old. If I'm hot, I'm gonna get in the AC. I ain't trying to pop shit, bro. What the fuck is going on here? Like, you talking like I'm a 20-year-old. Like, I care about other people's attention like that, bro. Well, y'all don't get paid off YouTube. You need to go to TikTok. I'm like, I get an asset check every month since I've been monetized. I get something. It ain't much. I ain't making no living off of this shit now. Don't get me wrong, but I get something. So, I mean, you just coming on here bitching, bro. You grown ass man, bro. You
You,
screaming and yelling and
you know what
like,
that
bro,
should
that's
be?
what women do.
Niggas, demons can't stand your angels. You know what I mean? Like your
Hmm.
guardians. They demons be going crazy in the nigga head. They can't even sit still. Emotional impulse, all the lack of control. Everything happens in that moment. You know what I mean? They
Oh, I
feel the
see what
presence,
the
Bro,
my
difference is
nigga.
at, guys. Y'all heard
I
me?
ain't emotional. Like, bro, you
What happened?
screaming and yelling, bro. Cussing people out you don't even know.
I said I
Yes,
see
you
where
are. You're very emotional.
I see where the mix up is with the Elvis and Michael. So it was that Elvis took both roles. He was the king of rock and roll, right, from the 1950s on to a little before Michael Jackson got put on. I mean, yeah, Michael Jackson got put on, right? So he took the role of rock and roll and pop. Then when Michael came along, they gave it to him, the role of pop.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was
Okay.
trying to.
they split it between both of them when Michael came along. Okay, so there's a story behind that. I didn't even know. Oh shit,
Man, don't
that is crazy.
I don't consider Elvis a great. You take other people's shit, you trash. To
Yeah,
me,
you're right.
you was good at taking other people's shit. I'm straight. I
But I
don't
know
even
that there
talk
was
about
like,
fuck
wait,
Elvis.
why is it that in my generation he was being called the king of pop at one point? So I'm looking down and I see what it was. He took both roles until Michael came about, and I think there was an issue behind that. They said
Because he was taking people's music.
no, they were saying that Michael didn't deserve it. Blah blah blah. Then what the fuck? He had to earn
Man,
that
that's
place.
what man.
That's some
That's
fucked up
some fuck.
shit.
This motherfucker taking people's music and shit that he getting credit
Chuck
for.
Berry. Oh wait, what did
Yeah,
he do?
my
Chuck Berry?
ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling.
Oh, he
Won't
stole his
you play
song.
with my ding-a-ling? Hey man, Chuck Berry was a monster, bro. I love Chuck Berry. Every time, bro, when you
No,
get
I'm
a
reading it
chance,
right here.
type in my ding-a-ling, bro. Chuck Berry was a
Oh, he the
monster.
thief. They putting him on blast right here. Damn. Okay, so Elvis did take the song from Chuck Berry. He took a few songs from Chuck Berry. Wait a
Hell
minute.
yeah. He
Hey
took a
man,
few songs
Elvis.
from Chuck Berry. Because
Elvis was
back
gonna.
then, black people wasn't, their music couldn't get played in certain places. So you hear something. So Elvis was able to go into black spaces, take music, and go play it for white people, and
There's
they
a
think
movie
he was
about
fucking
that. Yeah,
amazing
there's a movie
because they
about that.
never
Yep,
heard that they wasn't going to the jukebox and shit like that.
that's a
They
fact.
wasn't going to they wasn't going on the chitlin circuit. You know, so the white people didn't know, so they're hearing it for the first time, like, oh my god, this is so amazing. Like, yeah, they've been this shit old and they stole it. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I forgot what movie. There's a movie like that too for all the boy. You know what I mean? And they on the record, they on the radio and everything. But you know, people they got white people
Mm,
performing these songs and
what's
shit.
So
that
It's
shit
crazy.
called?
listen to
Yeah,
this. Where since 2014, people have been commenting and writing down on different blogs and shit talking about Elvis Presley never deserved the title of King of Rock or King of Pop.
no, he didn't. He
Well,
stole everything.
the
Damn.
bad part
Yeah,
is
they're
they
saying that they're putting him on blast right now. So they're not
both
just
of them.
accusing him of Chuck Berry. They're accusing him of a few artists, and they're
Yeah,
all
that's what
black.
Word was just
Yeah,
saying. He
yeah.
was
Oh
stealing it from
That
the
shit.
chilling
that was
circuits
the
and all that.
norm. That was the
Yeah,
norm back
Oh,
then. That's where they gonna get their music. The Beatles, I mean, not the Beatles. The Beach Boys did that shit. There's
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple people back in the day did that shit, man. They was going to the Chitlin Circuit and getting all this great music, going to play it for the white people, and they think now it's national. You know, the black people they didn't have that space. And then that's when Motown was created. Like, okay, we create our own shit. And then they create that. You see what I'm saying? What happens when you create your own shit?
That was
They
Detroit,
created
right?
their own shit.
That was Detroit.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
It
how
was
Detroit
cute. It
was
was,
the how Detroit was the gods of every, like at one point they were just the epic, you know, they was the beginning of shit, you know, engine
in modern day
cars,
Atlanta.
and then now all of a sudden them niggas is probably one of the poorest states in America, and they get, you know what I mean, it's so fucked up. The water in Flint,
Shit, bro.
Michigan was fucked up.
Man, I'm telling you this, bro. Like people, like Detroit is the hidden gem. I promise you, bro. The most millionaires that live in the country is in Michigan, bro. They're not in
I
Detroit,
believe it.
but
I
I'm
believe it.
like, bro. I can take you in my old hood. We'd go across the street. Hey, you want to hear something crazy? T Grizzly, you know that T Grizzly? I was gonna talk about that. That's right down the street from where I used to live. I used to hang out in that area where his aunt got shot at, and I'm thinking like right across the street because they said Mac. Mac separate Detroit and Grosse Pointe. Grosse Pointe is a prominent Detroit suburb, a Metro Detroit suburb. Like that's where all the doctors and the stars and shit they stay off the water because it's right off Lake St. Clair. So they got big ass mansions off of the water and shit. So a lot of prominent people live over there. And I'm like, man, that street hot as hell in that area because the suburbs across the street. So there's a lot of police patrol around there. So I'm like, damn, like they did it right there. And I'm like, when I heard it, I'm like, man, whoever did that, they wasn't from here. And then come to find out, the shooter was from Chicago, and I'm like, that's why he did that shit right there.
Wow.
There's so many
See how
other
you,
spots you could have caught him at.
yeah,
You
you
could
see
have
how
caught
you
him getting
kicked
on the
in with the,
freeway.
that's some detective shit you did right there though.
It's like, yeah, I'm like, because bro, I be hearing
That's
like
some
even
deep.
when
That's deep diving, son. That's smart shit though. Like you know what I mean? You
bro,
like
I
you could
gotta,
slew.
bro, because I mean when shit happen, especially in the hood I'm from, I just know how shit works. Like when they had them three rappers. They came up missing in Detroit. I'm listening to the story. I'm like, bro, they wasn't from the D. Not coming in like that. Not doing this shit. They wasn't from the D. Come to find out, they was from Lansing. They came in here to do a show. And I forgot who was on that live, but I was like, bro, they gonna find their ass in the abandoned building. What? And then like a week later, they was like three bodies found in an abandoned house. He got on the live, was like,
I
how you
heard
know
about
that?
that. Yeah,
I'm like, bro, I just know how shit work here, bro. That's the
yeah.
easiest
They,
way,
they do
man.
that shit in
If
Florida
any,
too. They do it in Florida like that too. They bring you to them old back joints in the bayou or something. You know what I mean? Them niggas will
Mhm.
leave you in that shit.
Where I'm gonna
Shit,
hop.
and they,
Yeah.
all right, all right.
And
Yeah, I ain't
slew
gonna be on
right.
for this long.
Yeah, I'm
But
about to
like in
top
the
down here
area,
too. I got to put my son. He's still up. Nigga be having school vacation. He taking it to heart.
mhm,
That's crazy how
that's
you
how it
knew them
be,
niggas was
man.
from the D. Like I would ask you, you think that's by design? That's got to be by design. The way they keep it down like that.
Man, it's just the way things work, bro. It should have to move a certain way, and if it don't, then that should get out of there. That's just how the streets work here, bro. That's either you in them bitches or you gonna get ran over in them bitches, bro.
Yeah,
And
it's
if
crazy.
you in them, you know how to move right. And if you move incorrectly, then you're out of there.
Yeah,
You're out of there. And
like
it's
even
just like certain areas is like a no go zone. Like don't do shit right here because you're gonna bring heat to over here. So if you
right.
from that area, you know not to do the shit right here. And if you see somebody doing some shit, you gonna stop them because you don't want your shit hot. That's just how we are. Don't come over here doing that shit because we straight. And that shit, when I heard it,
Yeah,
it was two things. One, they wasn't from here, and two, they allowed that shit to happen. And that's what it sounded like. Like in the court case now, it's like they trying to say that he set her up, and I'm looking like that shit was allowed because ain't no way you coming up or down a block like that, bro. And shit
yeah.
happening, like, bro, you do some shit on one end of the block before you get to the other end, motherfuckers be on your head, bro. Mhm.
You
You
fucking up
just
money,
can't
you know. You
move like
fucking
that,
up.
bro.
Yeah, you fucking up the
Yeah, like what the
program.
boom,
You
boom, boom.
fucking
What
up.
the fuck is
Yeah.
that? You got people on the
Nah, you
corner with
making the block
choppers, like
hot.
what
Not yeah.
yeah. That's just how you move. That's how you eat and you continue eating. You don't disturb the police. They don't disturb you. That's just the unwritten rule, like in that area, bro. Because it's
Nah,
a lot, like
even
the
Biggie said if you ain't getting bags, stay the fuck from police. You know what I mean?
hmm
10 crack
like
commandments, B.
in that area. That's my old hood, so that's why I'm like in that area specifically. I know it's cops that stay up and down that block. and they'll let you do whatever the fuck you want to do, long as you ain't doing nothing unscrupulous. Meaning, long as you ain't shooting, you ain't R-wording nobody, you ain't fighting, man, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can sell, long as you ain't. Just don't let it cross the street. We don't want to see it, and they'll let you do that shit, bro. That's just how it is. So you ain't making no
That's
noise. You being quiet with shit, bro. It was a look, bro. There's some crazy shit, and it's a news clip. I'll show you next time. Remind me. I'm gonna show you. This dude was selling weed out of a vending machine next to his house for like 5 years. Never bothered nobody. Nobody told. It was weed. He selling weed out the vending machine, bro. He had a vending machine on the side
that's
of his house.
crazy. Crazy.
5 years, bro. Never nothing happened until something happened, and then he drew heat to himself. Little
Oh,
kid
some
got hit.
YNs try to get him? That's crazy, man.
Mm.
Niggas be fucking the game up. 5 years is a good run though.
Hmm.
You
And for
gotta you
five
gotta
years,
kind of
ain't
venture
shit happened.
off, you know. You gotta kind of like step, kind of like
Yeah, bro.
sell an idea to somebody. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Cause 5 years is a good run, but he made good buku. Like that's buku bucks. You know, you good, and it was running smooth. Like sell that shit. Try to open up somewhere
Hmm.
else, you know. But I mean, that's just hindsight, though. You feel me? But yeah, that's a
Well,
good
you
run,
just
nigga.
had to
Shit.
do something. Well, you would need
Yeah,
a
you know what I
year,
mean. Yeah, you
2 years,
jump in the
like damn,
sand. You cross that lake. Well,
do
you said
something.
Lake Sinclair. You cross that lake now. You try to get over there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You try to get some of that over the Lake Sinclair money. You feel me? The other side.
Gotta get that other side money. That's how
That's
that
a
shit
whole
works,
fact.
bro.
Ain't nothing better than OT money, right? Niggas love block money, but
Yeah.
if you get stuck on the block money mentality, you never gonna, you know what I mean? You never gonna see what it could be like. Once you go OT and you start spreading your wings, is when everything starts to open up. Like life comes
Mm-hmm.
in, like a lot more slower. Especially if you grow up in a city or like a big urban population like New York, everything is so fast. You meet probably a million people within the first 5 years of you, being able to being conscious, right? And every day after that, you're just meeting 100,000 to whatever it is, thousands, whatever it might be. So you learn how to take in information and analyze people quick, like on the fly type shit, If you into that type of stuff, because some people are just like, they like cubicle people. Like they just go 9 to 5, they come home, you know what I mean? Walk the dog. Man, ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I said, cook a meal, watch the news. They be in bed by like 9 o'clock, which is probably the way, But and then wake up and do the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. I can't. I guess some of us are not designed to live like that. Like we have to kind of like peak. Something has to pique your interest, or you have to kind of like step out of the norm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, bro, like I used to thrill seek a lot when I was young. And sometimes you have to find other things to focus your attention on.
Right. It's curiosity. Like some people, more curious than others. Some people more, what's the word? Willing, I guess. Willing to sacrifice or willing to lose, put it on the line type shit.
Fuck that
Nigga, I
shit.
brought
Them
my whole
road
family
bad,
from
man.
New York. I came OT. That shit started as a dream, like a little, milk and honey. I landed milk and honey, and then I said, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be wiser than that, my nigga. And I started. I was after 2001, so a lot of the police stations started going on, military in the train stations. Slowly and surely, I just got my brother out here, brought my sister out here, and then I just brought my whole family, my mother and everybody. And let them, you know what I mean? Now everybody's out here in mass, which is probably a lot easier than New York, but it's still what they call a commonwealth.
You see, you know what? I tried to do that, but it's a it's a different breed. Because I got people from a small town, and you bring them to the city, bro. Them lights, the speed,
It's a
they
fact.
get sucked up in that
Fact.
shit too quick and easy, bro. So now, even I'm in the burbs, I'm still too close to the city. People want to, they from the backwoods, they want to see the city. They want to do the
Yeah.
city. I'd be like, man, look, we out here chilling, bro. Wow, let's see this. I'm like, no, I'm good. I've lived that
You been
life, bro.
you
I'm
been in
straight on
42nd
that
Street?
city shit.
You been to Times Square?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you been to Times
yeah,
Square.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Once you start walking in those streets and the glitter in the night, like the night, it's nighttime and you see glitter on the floor sparkling and all that, that shit gives you a whole vibe. Like, hold on, you dressed in your little Easter shit, you feel me? You fly,
Hmm.
that shit make you feel like a way with the lights, camera, action, glamour, and glitz.
Yeah. What's how Vegas is, bro. You get in the
Yeah,
Vegas
I could
streets,
imagine that shit.
you get in Hollywood streets. That shit. I didn't really get to experience that as an adult, but I know that I just remember as a kid, I'm like, wow, I'm just looking like, man, this is crazy. And I'm from a small town, so the biggest town I've been in
Yeah,
is Pittsburgh. And that went crazy.
right.
But yeah, man, I like the backwoods, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Ain't
good
no
with
living
backwoods
like the
now.
backwoods.
I'm comfortable with backwoods. When you get older and you leave that
Yeah,
life, that fast life, you kind of it's easier to process this lifestyle than the other one. New York is like too much shit every day is going on. You know you could get into
but
something
you
because of
know,
your neighbor.
but you know what too though, bro? If you ain't had that New York first, you probably wouldn't appreciate what you get now.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. And now I noticed that a lot of people from New York they got this chip on their shoulder. They always have to be like kind of arrogant, almost. You know what I mean? Or like they don't give a fuck attitude. And I see it a lot everywhere. You know what I mean? And I think it's because when we out there, you know, we kind of always have that face so we don't get bothered or ask questions. So they like walk around like you're really mad or you're thinking of something, and niggas don't want to. You know what I mean? But everywhere I go,
Mhm.
anybody from New York is kind of like extra in a way, right? Like they stand out, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Or even from
Yeah.
Chicago or Detroit, you know, they're not
Well, I was about to say
these
to be
niggas
the
out
same
here.
way. I hate,
Yeah, these people out
bro.
here, they know each other's names. They know each other's whole names, like government. You know, so you got when you come
Bro,
out here,
I
you got to
hate,
kind of like,
bro. I hate when people be like, "I'm from Detroit," you know, I fuck. Like, bro, come on, man, bro. I don't mean shit because you from Detroit, bro. I'm just like, that shit don't mean shit. Like, you automatically hardcore because you from the dude. Like, you know, people get slapped up in the street every day here, but people get chopped
that's
down every day here.
Pontiac too, right? Pontiac.
Man, Pontiac is like a baby Detroit. It ain't wild as Detroit. Bro. It's
Oh,
wild. It get wild. See, like even Flint ain't like Detroit, but it'll get wild, bro. That shit'll get wild.
yeah, they did Flint dirty on the map, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, like that shit was kind of like they did that shit like
It-
Chernobyl, like nobody had water, and that was crazy work.
This the fucked up part, bro. Flint got suburbs to like. I be going to Flint all the time because my wife's cousins stay there, so we go visit all the time. They in the suburb. That shit ain't touched them, bro. That shit ain't affect them one way or another, bro. Anytime they went closer, they always just took water with them. But that shit ain't fucked with them. That shit only fucked with the hood, bro. They
Yeah, I
fucked
remember
the
Michael
hood up,
Moore. Shout out Michael Moore. He did a documentary on that shit. He's from Detroit too.
bro.
That
That
shit was
shit fucked
crazy,
up the
man.
hood. And they fucked them people up, bro. They did that shit on purpose, man. I don't care what nobody
Yeah,
says. That shit was never intentional. That should have been that's a crime, bro.
yeah, that is definitely a crime without a doubt. That's
That's a
negligence.
crime, bro. Hell yeah, bro. You know, but they got away with it. Fuck it. They definitely got away with it. But
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah,
turn
I
it
want
down, my
to.
nigga. I'm gonna get my brother my son set up and shit. I hit you up tomorrow. And, you know, I'll see you on the live.
Oh, for sure, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
sir. Salute. Shout out everybody in the chat. Everybody with the panel.
Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know what I always say. Hey, shout out to Rachel. Shout out to Commander. You know, y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These conversations that create nation. And if I say anything that resonated with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until next time.
Do it for the nine.
What up, Nine?
Acknowledge me!
They've been telling y'all love, and I came to tell y'all right. The way you feel influences the way you think, and the way you think dictates the action.